Welcome to another series on the Farming Sim SWU channel. This may be the last Farming Simulator 22 playthrough that we start on this channel. Today, we're gonna work on something we haven't done in Farming Simulator 22. You can see based on my outfit, we're gonna do some logging. We're gonna do only logging in this series. Welcome to the Lumberjack Millionaire Challenge. We start with no money. We have this tractor here, this lizard, and this trailer, and our handy dandy chainsaw. Taking a look at the map, we do have a decent amount of land here. There's only 10 spaces of land. Actually, it's 9. There's just no number 1. But we do have 2 decent size forests here. We have one here, and a third one right there. One thing we could look at long term is buying number 8, which has a decent sized forest as well. But we're gonna go as quick as we can in this playthrough to get to $1 million with doing just lumberjack work. We are gonna do logging for once on the channel. I do not have Lumberjack installed. No super strength will be used in making these videos. It's gonna be a challenge. We're gonna have to work our way up to buying the right equipment that we will need. And one of the first things we'll probably get is a winch, but the absolute end goal of today's episode is getting enough money to start our own sawmill. So I'm gonna get going, chop down a good amount of trees because we know we're gonna load them all up. I just don't know how many we'll load up per trip, but I do want to get a bunch prepped, get them chopped down to sizes that we can carry, and well, start this grind of an adventure. We'll get 3 cut down here. And I think we will do a little bit of a time lapse of this first one, maybe a montage, but I'm gonna get busy. Enjoy. I don't want to push my luck. That was a good 10 minutes or so, maybe about 15 minutes. And we're gonna go sell what we have. I don't know how much this is gonna bring in. It's basically 1.5 trees. Is this, where's the wood selling place? Where's the wood selling place? Biogas tag. Oh, we passed it. Of course we did. That makes sense. I know that building. That building's very familiar to me. Okay, let's go over here. Let's see what one load brings in. We're gonna take a look at the shop and see and show you guys what I think our first purchase is gonna be that's really gonna speed up this process. So that's $3,000. Let's go in here just in case it's available used. It's not. But we go to forestry equipment and we come over here and there's this platinum edition winch that is $7,500. Yeah, that's gonna be our first purchase. So let's go, I think, get the rest of that tree that's there, those 2 trees and a little bit more, and we might have enough money. That was actually not too bad. And what I found to be somewhat of a helpful trick, since I did have to cut a lot of these small, is go to the edge of the tree like that and then cut the branch down to the size of the trailer, and then we can just cut them down to smaller sizes and stack them better. I mean, it went really good at first. Like, I'll show you here in real time. We'll cut down about right there. That should be fine. And the mass is still gonna be way too large to pick up, You see it takes a while to cut through. So we're still at 600 kilograms. We got to get that a lot lower. So we'll cut this down a little bit lower there, 187. Yes, we can lift that. So what I'll do is I'll come all the way over to the side here and we'll strap that in and we'll just keep connecting these. Can't pick that up yet. We'll cut it in half again. We might have to go even smaller with the biggest part of the tree trunk here. 200, just too big. 210. I believe 200 kilograms is our weight limit. Okay, so now we pick this one up and we can slap it right here, right next to it. Strap it in, and I should be able to pick these up as well now. And now we're not, you know, going back and forth and chasing the trailer a lot. We're just having the trailer follow us around. Oh, just too big. And that seems to be the best process. So I'll get this loaded up again, and we'll see how much money we made. Oh, just too big. Sometimes pieces disappear because you cut too close to where it was already cut. That's been the biggest problem that we've been having. Let's see if this one's going to be light enough to pick up yet. Okay, just about there. The next one should be... We'll cut this one in half. They should be about 150 each if we did it right. Let's see if I can sneak this piece back there. No, it's going to be a little too long. We'll find a piece. We'll find a piece. But yeah, you see how it's not too bad to load these up this way. And that's, you know, we missed a spot there, but pretty good process. Let's see how big this piece is. Okay, so we cut this down to length. We should be able to pick up these two. Progress is going pretty... Oh, just kidding me. There we go. Start our second row here. Okay, I don't think it's going to be enough, but we got the rest of these loaded up here. Let's go see. We need just over $4,000 from this load. They're a lot thicker than all the other logs, so I'm hoping we get a little more cash than last time, so we can speed up this progress. 3,300. All right, let's go get a little bit more. We do need about $1,000 more. Let's go try it. We'll figure it out. Definitely felt worth it to keep driving up to these and moving the way we did, to just be able to pick them up and load them, because this load ends up looking pretty good. Let's see if we can just get this one here. Did we grab it? Yeah, it'll hang on. It'll hang on. So that's a whole tree. So this should be close to about $2,000, I'm guessing, but will be enough to get us that winch, and we're gonna go as close as we can. I know that forest, I don't know if we own all of it, we'll double check, but if we can cut them down there and get them to the store really fast that way, we can be even more efficient. I do have the time running at times 10, because at the beginning I didn't have it running, so we're gonna get to about 1 o'clock and then we'll probably slow it back down. I do want the clock running during this whole thing, showing that we are making progress and doing it in real time. And I was a little sad that I messed up there, because we will end up cutting out a lot of stuff editing wise. So you know how my videos go. We will leave the trailer here momentarily, but let's go ahead and jump into the shop and get that purchase. It says it only needs 60 horsepower, and we have more than that in this tractor. Remembering how to use this should be fun, but this should really speed up the progress of making money, cutting trees down and moving them. I'm gonna try 3 this first load and see if the tractor can pull it. It'd be really nice if we could pull 3 at a time and just do a bunch of trips back and forth that way, but we'll find out soon. Let's double check this map, and I believe, yeah, we're almost up there. I did just cut one down here, so I do know these ones will be good for us. So let's go ahead and back it up. I think what I want to do is a straight shot as much as possible so I can attach them real easily. So I'm going to back up to this third one here. Yep, right there. And we will pull the chainsaw out, chop this down, and for a little realism, I think we will at least trim the branches off, well, as well as we can. Good one there. All right, let's see if we remember how to use this. Let's open up our little menu here. Grab it. We come over here. I think we hit B. And then we should be able to pull forward. That's the concern, though. If we get close enough here, like that, and then cut this one down the same direction. Did overlap a little bit there. Chop these branches off as much as we can real quick, and then we should come right here, and if we hit R again, okay, we're not close enough, not close enough. We want to come this way. Uh-oh. Did we royally mess up? Did we royally mess up? Okay, so if we come over here, we can release the rope, and then over here, how do I release it? Detach. Why? Perfect. Okay. We'll try a different approach here. All right, we're right here. Let's grab it. We'll go 1. Whoops. And on there. Grab it for another one. And on there. And let's see how the horsepower does. Not too bad. I think I'm going to have to go straight to get away from that tree there. And now I should be able to turn. Oh, not bad at all. Let's drive down there and get these 2 sold. I don't want to detach. Control winch. RK? M? Yeah, I wanted to give myself a little more length. There we go. That makes it a little easier to drive. Only able to go 9 miles an hour with 2. That might be our limit. I'm really interested to see how much this is going to bring in. Are we running into those rocks back there? We are. Now it's debatable how long it's taken to get here. Is this faster? All right, they are in the zone now. We should be able to just come over here. That was 2,100. Seemed like we got more when we were chopping it up. Now I'm super interested to see what one tree. I did do one of the spruce ones, I believe they are. One of these ones right here, not the pine ones. And we'll see how much that brings in. And we're able to go 14 miles an hour, 15. If we do one at a time, we'll be able to get there and back a lot faster if we're able to get up to speed, if we don't run into things. All right, let's see what this one brings in. Yeah, 1,400. So that pine tree was just not worth much money. All right, lots of trips. Here we go. Okay, I was super curious what we could do with 3. And it seems to be struggling big time. I mean, these are 3 big, good-sized trees. So I think it'd probably be best if I detach one of them. Let's go ahead and do that. And do, I guess we start over. And since we're right here, and we have them the way we do, this might be tricky. Seems to work. I'm just gonna do one at a time. I'm gonna move them all over there and then sell them at once though. Actually, it might get kind of confusing if I do all of them at the same time. We'll just do this first one real quick. 1,500. Let's double, what is our goal for the day? What is the goal for the day? Let's look at the productions. And there's this one, this sawmill, 56,000. Okay, we gotta get 50,000 more. That's a lot of trees. All right, I brought both of them. 22, yeah, this is, I thought it was gonna be a piece of cake day, but it's gonna be a grind. We have been grinding, trying to remember. Yeah, we have this whole thing. We have this whole thing and a little bit of that one, so we don't have to worry about that, but geesh, a lot of this forest is gone. We have $52,000 now. I think we will get through it tonight. I think, gosh, should be about 3 more trees is what we'll need. Let's go ahead and get this one. Come back and get this one later. And this one. And we'll move all 3 of them over. I'll do 2 at a time and then, yeah, we'll get them over there. And I'll show you what we made. Okay, so 3 trees made it all the way over here. Let's see. That's comical. That is comical. We still need 1 more tree. Didn't really want to get into this part of the forest yet, but it's super close. It's a little shorter of a tree. I hope it's long enough. The other ones were 35 or I think 30. Yeah, I think they were 35 meters. And that one, this one's like 30 or 22. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Should be able to slide right by the root there. The stump. Oh man, we can go so much faster with these shorter trees too, and just one of them. But it should be enough. We need it to be about 600 bucks. All right, we made it. Boom, 572. Let's head home. Let's find, whoa, let's not drive that crazy, but let's head home, find a spot for our sawmill. So you can see the chunk we took out of this forest today was a little bit more than I was anticipating. So I'm a little worried. We might need to get to planting new trees sooner than I thought, but let's go ahead and pull over right here, jump into the sky, and I think right across from the silo that's never gonna get used would be a good place to start, but kind of tempted. Let's look at our land again. Sales locations there. Yeah, let's drive down to the edge of our property. I think that might be where we start this. Get us closer to the store, make it more convenient out here in the open, and let's see how close we are. It is a big chunk of land. Actually, this will be good. This will do it. This will be good for me. Okay. Let's see if we go in here, productions, and I probably just went past it, didn't I? Sawmill. There it is, 56,000 bucks. Not enough money? Oh, is the terrain that bad? Okay, one more tree it is. Oh, it's another shorter one. Oh man, we're doing it to ourselves. I'm doing it to myself. Okay, let's see if that's enough. We're just gonna jump in the sky from here. Still not enough money. Okay, dokie. I'm gonna get it up to about 60 and then we'll rejoin. All right, just to be safe, I decided I didn't want to goof around anymore. We're gonna be safe here. Get another one, another about, 1,300 bucks for this one. And that should put us well above what we need and give us a little bit of cash in hand, hopefully. And yeah, what? This game, it confuses me. Sometimes if I don't have the thickness of the log in the spot enough, I don't get as much money for it. It almost feels like when I was doing that, it's just so many trees, more than I know usually. So it'll be interesting when we start getting the equipment to cut them down to like 6 meters each to see, do we get more money? But most of it's gonna go in the sawmill anyways, so maybe we won't even know. All right, let's double check that this is our property that we're on right now. This is good. All right, whoops, keep hitting the wrong button. That's not it either. All right, right in the sky here. And if this isn't enough money, I was gonna lose it. Let's see, right there. Okay, next time in September. Oh yeah, nice little climb up here. Look at that. I will install the Terraform for free mod and take care of that next episode. Trying to limit the mods we're using on this. Could have flattened the land for free too, but we'll get this loaded up, start making some pallets. We'll probably go through months a little bit quicker than this episode was pretty soon, but we're gonna go until we hit $1 million or FS25 comes out. Today we're gonna load up the sawmill, and I was trying to think through a good goal today. We obviously need to fill up the sawmill to start producing planks because we'll make a lot more money off of that. We got a lot of stumps here, so eventually getting a stump grinder would be nice. But also figuring out if this tractor is gonna work with a front loader to being able to move some pallets around and then being able to afford a trailer to put the pallets on is gonna be the number one thing. So I think what I wanna do is get that done first before we actually fill up the sawmill. And doing my math here, it's like, I don't even know what you call it. It's not liters of wood, but we'll just say wood. We need about 5,000 pieces of wood or linear feet of wood. Let's hop in this menu. You can see what I mean. So if we can do 24 cycles a month, 208 times, that's 4,902. If we're only doing wood planks, we could do long planks. We could do wood beams and prefab walls as well, all from wood in that sawmill. Now, I'm not sure how heavy of things we'll be able to lift with a front loader if we do get one. So that'll be something we have to take into consideration. But I think what we're gonna do here, because got some good comments, and to be honest, I knew better and was ignoring it because I'm lazy. We're gonna take this over and we are going to chop this into 6-meter pieces and sell this one piece of wood, or this one tree. And it got stuck on something. Okay, what did you get stuck on, Mr. Tree? It's like, oh, we're stuck on we are the ones that are stuck, not the tree. Okay, I see what's going on. There's a stump. Okay, I think we got past it. That's awkward. But yeah, so we're gonna go over to the sales location. I'll start chopping these into 6-meter pieces and sell them that way. And even if we have to move them around with the winch here to get them sold, I just want to get closer to the sales location before we start doing that. Oh, we do have a trailer. Yeah, I'm silly. So we don't need a trailer. We just need the front loader. So I'm thinking, let's get this one close enough. Yeah, that one we should be able to sell if we just do it right there. Let's shut off the tractor though. So I think if we sell just this one tree, it should be enough. And I believe I do have Lumberjack installed just so I can get the length on this menu. We're gonna do our best not to abuse it, but we're gonna go here to 6 meters right there. And only that one should sell. Yeah, I mean, that's insanely different. 1,300 already? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna make money in no time now. Let's get that one chopped up. And then we'll go right there. Another 6 meters up over here. This is a huge difference in money. My goodness. Though that first piece is probably going to be the bulk of it, and we can probably pick this one up by hand. So let's put this one over here. And even this skinny piece, let's see how much that gives us. I mean, that wasn't much. That wasn't much. This is going to be too biggie. It's too biggie to carry. So we'll connect that on. We'll come over here. I think we learned Control K. We'll bring it to us. Get it to the sales area like that. Get that sold. Yeah, another 1,000. Nice. So we can get about 3 grand for this one tree. Do this again. This isn't a bad process either. I was super scared of this stuff when I first started this game. It just takes a little more patience than I'm used to. All right, that's within the bulk of the location. Another 800. And then can we pick up this piece? No. We'll have to do that one more time. See if our chain is long enough here to get all the way up here. It is. Yeah, not a bad process at all. Just pull this one in with the winch, get it sold, see if we get close to that $9,000 mark, and then we're gonna go to the store and see if we have enough money. 8,600 bucks. I am gonna drive up here just to double check that we got all those pieces. Looks like we did. It would have been so many less trees to cut down. Okay, so it was over here to modify the vehicle. So that's what I want to do first. There's the button. So we go to customize and we want to add the front loader. 1,500 bucks. That's not bad. Got that done. We'll reattach that. And then we want to go into the store now. We'll go to front loaders, and weight wise, within our budget right now is going to be this one. But do we want, because we'd be able to pick up more weight with these other ones. Oh, these ones, this is the brand that we got. Okay, we're going to do one more tree. Now I've been debating, and we got a couple comments about some awesome mods that we could use that would really, help us out financially, but really want this to be as vanilla or as, modless, I guess I would say, as possible. Just using, base game things, including DLCs, but not, custom mods that people have made that really help you financially, if that makes any sense. So we'll get this tree cut down and we'll get it over there, and it should be another 3 grand ish, and we'll go from there. All right, we got all of them except for this last one. We're already over $10,000. That puts us close to 11. So we should definitely be able to get that front loader and the pallet forks. So we'll just come right here, hop into the store. Front loader, we need this one. The $12,000 one would be nice, but this needs 120 horsepower. Oh, let's double check. Yeah, we have 130. So that's about our limit right there. Let's double check that is the brand that we got installed. Yes, it is. Okay. So 9 grand. There it is. We'll go back, combinations, and we want the pallet fork. Okay, first goal of the day achieved. We got our pallet forks and our front loader. We're gonna head home, and it's time to cut down some trees, move them over to the sawmill, and make sure we get enough to process all day. I'm just not sure I'm brave enough to, I don't think I'm brave enough to do anything other than planks to start with because of loading ability. And we don't really have a large trailer to move them around either way. So down to $283. We got to get some money coming in. And just back on up to this one, and we'll start here. That's I'm not, cannot believe we have that whole forest, but man, we have ate into it a ton and just getting totally distracted. Is this a little lake up here? Like almost looks like water on the map. That's like a mound. Interesting. But yeah, we got a lot here. Some other goals will be to just upgrade equipment at this point so we can do this a lot faster and bigger. There's other productions that I do want to get, that the goods that we're making now in the sawmill will get moved to eventually. Stump grinder, plant some more trees. I do want to get to the planting sooner than later because I know these take a while to grow. So we'll get a couple of these moved over. I'll actually probably just do one here and see how that does for capacity in the sawmill to get an idea of how much we really need to populate it for a single day while we only have one sawmill, because eventually we might have multiples. I don't know if trimming the branches was necessary, but I wanted to do it anyways. Okay, you're drifting a little too far on us. I think This is not the right place. I need to turn menus on. Yeah, this is a spawning location, so we drove right past where we need to be. Got to do a big old wide turn while I'm pulling this behind me. But that should get us there. Okay, let's see when we hit this button. So we have 49,000 already. Okay, so if we just put, let's just do 4 more trees and activate, I don't know, maybe we're gonna do 3 trees, 2 more trees, and then I'll rejoin you. And bringing down this second tree right now. We got another one prepped. We just gotta go grab it. I just wanna see what the amount is. I guess we can activate that now too, but I'll get the other one in there before we activate it. 9,700, okay. Yeah, we're gonna outgrow this equipment pretty fast. I do believe so. All right, grabbing this one here. We'll take it down to the sawmill, and then we'll get it all activated for this month. See if I can bring this one in. Oh, that's the wrong button. Nope, it's just gonna back us up. It didn't want to get over the hump here. Got it. Whew. It's getting a little worried there. All right, 14. Oh, that was a big boy. All right, let's shut that off, and we'll go into the production next. So we got 14,000 in wood. It says L. I don't know what that means. It's not liters of wood. Activate that. I want these to be spawning. Oh, just storing is right because I don't have mods. Wood chips, yeah, we'll have to figure out how to sell those. I want to sell them pretty regularly so they don't pile up too much. The long planks and the wood beams, I'm worried about being able to move the pallets on our trailer. So let's do some math here. So if we multiply this number by 3, we're just under being able to have 3 of these activated because they all take in 208 pieces of wood. Let's go ahead and activate. We'll just do these 3. We'll get 1 more tree, and then there's no point in not fast forwarding time because what else are we gonna do? We're just doing lumberjack stuff. We could just sell wood, but I think it would be more realistic to say, you know, we cut down 6 trees today. We're done for the day. Once we get enough money, ooh, we almost flipped, to buy another sawmill or another production, then we can be a little more busy with some work and do like massive tree cutting sessions. I want some forestry equipment before we do that though, some real forestry equipment. Okay, gonna grab this tree, take it down there, and that'll get us a little extra in the inventory. And we'll know for a while, we'll just be cutting down about 4 trees a day, moving them over, letting the pallets grow, pile up. And one of the next things we're gonna do is figure out if we're gonna wait for prices to be good or if it's gonna make sense to sell this stuff every month. Can already see things are starting to process in here. I think we'll drive on to the house, and that should be it for September. But before we sleep, we will take a look at those prices and evaluate what we want to do. Feels good. We didn't clear as much of the forest today as we did in August, so that's a plus. All right, let's take a look in here. The time-saving stock check in here would be real helpful. So let's find our items that we're going to be making here. Planks is one of them. Prices are on their way down. They're on their way down, so we might be able to get away with selling in October, but then having to wait till probably July. I think that's probably what we'll do with that. Long planks don't fluctuate as much. That's good to know. Prefab walls don't fluctuate that much, and wood beams don't fluctuate. So if anything, we can just save the planks and sell the other stuff. It is October. Because of our property maintenance and production costs, we have negative money, so we will be selling something. And we're getting low on fuel, or we're getting there. So I think what we'll do is, before we go down, yeah, we can see the pallets from here. There's a decent amount. We'll go ahead and start getting that reloaded because we're gonna run out of capacity over there, or inventory, I guess. So we'll at least get 1 tree cut to make sure we have a good runway. And then we'll probably go and head down and get the trailer and load up. We'll do the wood beams first, I think. Or we'll see if we can do the wood beams and go from there. These stumps are gonna be a problem, so the stump grinder will definitely be one of our next purchases. That's a decent amount of money for what we need though. And that right there is what I was concerned about. Oh no. Okay, well we don't have to lose this little piece, but I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna take it over. I'm feeling all the console players' pain right now. And we had plenty of wood. We had 3,000 left, so we'll add, you know, a little bit of 100 there. And then we'll come back over here. And hopefully that's far enough away so we can keep on cruising towards the sawmill. There we go. Should be good. So I want to get it about 15,000 every night is what our goal will be. So that's at about 7,800 now. Oh, we do need this, but we don't need the winch for now. So we'll back that up to right there. And this looks like as good a spot as any. I know that thing likes to fall, but let's go get our trailer, come back, load up some beams, some pallets. Let's make some money. Okay, we'll put that right here. I think I will go for these big boys first. This is gonna be an adventure, guys. Let's get a little bit closer. Actually, on this tractor, yeah, this should be a good. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not. Nope. I want to be centered right there. Okay, that's what I was concerned with. Okay. Oh boy. Can we afford, or is there a rear weight? Maybe we put the winch back on? Okay, I think what I want to do, I can't do that. Oh boy. Let's just back up to the winch and see if it's heavy enough, if we can even get there. Oh, what a predicament. Just slip and slide. Come on, let go. Okay, there we go. Whew. It's gonna be an adventure, guys. I mean, we don't even have any money to buy anything. Okay, I don't think this is gonna be heavy enough to do anything, but I wanted to try. Oh, that is too perfect. We don't have to spend money yet. So these are the long planks. Or no, these are the wood beams. These are the wood beams. So I'm gonna go around, and what we'll do is we'll put this as close to the front as I can. Gotta lift it higher, Chris. And we're losing her. Okay, now when we lift higher, gotta keep our balance. I guess we'll just move the trailer where we want it. So that works too. Straighten our tires out. And that should be glorious. Got the second one loaded up here. Didn't need to move the trailer that much. There we go. Should be able to get a good approach now. Before we do that, let's go ahead. It's kind of in the center. I wanted it a little farther, but that should do since we only have two of them. And then let's get that strapped in. All right, not a bad process so far. Now let's see about these. Don't know if they're heavier or lighter. Seem to be lighter. Yeah, they're a lot smaller now that I see them closer to the wood beams. Do that, and then I'm gonna lift the forks a little bit. Just push it as far as I can. And I think I should be able to get all four of these on here. We're gonna find out. Let's try this. Okay, we got those on top of each other. Just gotta be careful here. It's too bad we can't strap things on the pallet forks. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Oh boy. Oh, don't lose it, don't lose it. Drive forward. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was clutch, though. Now, what are we going to do with this guy? Try to flip it over, I guess. Oh, not bad at all. Better be careful. It's going to start looking like I know what I'm doing. Okay, just lift that. Okay. They're strapped in, so we'll put the winch back down. Right there should work. Perfect. And we'll hook up to the trailer and hopefully we can pull this. Otherwise, we're gonna have to unload it and see what kind of money comes in for 2,000 wood beams and 4,000 long planks. Now that's what gets sold at that place I went to last time. Okay, let's see. 39,000 just for that. Not bad for a day's worth of work there. Well, within the time it took me to load this and get everything back together, we had another one of the beams get built. But we're gonna sell this. We'll let that sit there till next month, and we'll sell hopefully 4 or 5. I don't know. We'll have a full day again. Should be about the same. But I did decide to sell these planks, so we're gonna head over, see what 6,000 gets us today. I know the prices aren't the best, but I really don't want them to pile up and have to do a huge selling session, to be completely honest. And here we go. 6,000 planks will bring in $22,000 today. Time to refill the sawmill. Oh, that one's being a pain. Look at that. Well, there we go. All right, let's see where we're at. 11,000. Yeah, we'll do 2 more trees for the night, and we'll go from there. We'll go ahead and park right here for the night. Maybe. So 21,000 liters or 21,000 pieces of wood in here. We should get a plank here momentarily. It's kind of nice. But let's go ahead and look at some things and start talking through some of this. These would be really cool to use, but the way we're moving wood around, it wouldn't make sense. This would make sense long term, but I think this is what we're eyeing. It only takes 90 horsepower, where this one takes 150, so that's more than we have, which would be a good way to get rid of the stumps. Is this the only planter? So we can plant with that. What does this guy do? It can be used to transport What is this? Oh, is this like a big winch type thing? That's crazy. That might be pretty cool, actually. $95,000. Can pull 3 tons at a time, it looks like. So we could potentially, like, stand here, run with the chain, connect it, come back, and just pull it here. Let's see, 62,000. If we just decided to come in here and double our operation right now, 56,000 is what this is. And we make these opposite of each other. Yeah, I don't know if I want them that way, but I would do it like that. Overlaps would go like right here. Uh-huh. That just happened. So we'll have to do 4 trees for over there, and we'll double our output already. Yeah, the next... I was gonna say the next purchase needs to be a planter, but maybe it does need to be a stump grinder. Instead of resetting, I am gonna use super strength to fix that, guys. Just gotta do it. Okay, these don't look as tall, so hopefully it's just my eyes being deceiving. So I'm gonna cut down 4 of these and get them moved. Ooh, that was gonna go right on the tractor. 2 at a time, here we go. And we'll see how good this does storage. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and get this one activated as well. Be doubling our income already per month. Go get 2 more. 14,500. So I believe we need 1 more. Go with this pine tree here. Get some use out of them. Not even gonna delimb that one. Cruise on over to this second one. 16,000, that will do it. All right, pretty eventful day for us here. We got a plank going there. Got some wood beams going here, plenty of wood. We'll get those productions going. I think next episode we'll figure out what to do with the wood chips. We'll have to get some type of, well, I wonder if this, yeah, before we go, let's see. Because we might, it does. So we just need a bucket to scoop those up. So we could put that on this tractor and just sell those as we go. So we don't get a ton of wood chips, but I might look into some productions for the wood chips. The ones we used in Whiskey RP were a little OP, made us a little too much money. So I might modify that just to not make us as much money, because this is already seeming like it's going to progress pretty fast. So we're starting to load up our goods this morning. It's November and we got a good amount to sell. I do have some plans that I want to do and try out this episode. I kind of have an idea of how I want this series to progress now. I've had some awesome comments. We're going to get a little bit better at using this equipment the correct way. You can see I'm still struggling with the pallets. Glad everyone liked the comical hour, the comedy hour that we kind of had. Not an hour though, it was like 2 minutes of me loading up the pallets last time. We'll probably, see, this is where I struggle. We'll probably cut a lot of this out of the videos just because, you know, it's repetitive. It's very, very repetitive, and I don't want to just constantly show that in the videos. But I think what I want to do is I have all of these long beams all prepared. So we'll go ahead, whoops, we got to switch to the back, drop the winch, hook up to the trailer, go get these sold, and then we can go to the next pallet type, do one at a time here. 5,000 long wood beams today. We'll get those sold first, and then we'll, you know, get all this stuff sold. Probably start repopulating. Well, we're actually going to talk about that. Let's get this sold. We'll get into what's next. Big old $44,000 so far. Gonna go ahead and bust the rest of this out, and I'll see you in a few. And then there was 8,000 long planks. Let's see how much money this brings in today. I'm guessing a couple $1,000s is what we're gonna sit at when we're done. Maybe, we'll see. I do know the pallets are the one thing that are fluctuating price-wise, so let's sell them anyways. And the last load of the day to sell. And then we'll get on with some of our plans. If we stop in time. 63,000. All right, so 161,000 is what we're sitting at. I believe we had 5,000 when we started. What I am going to do here is reconfigure this, and we'll first, yeah, how do I want to do this? Because I want to get these forks home. Don't know what will happen when I reconfigure it, but let's find out. We're going to put the forks on the trailer. This might, I don't know, this will be fun. I like experimenting with game mechanics here. Let's go ahead and back on up, and we're going to loop in here. We're going to reconfigure this so that we can put some of the wood chips in. And we might decide today that we're just not going to do wood chips. We're going to see, we're going to do it at least once though. All right, they're still in there. I don't know how we're going to get them out. I will use super strength for that, guys. Oh, we got to buy something. I want this universal bucket. I'm getting the itch to start upgrading our tractor and our equipment. So I do want to start progressing pretty quickly in this series because there's a lot that I want to discover and kind of learn about forestry and just kind of show you my learning process. That's what this is all about. Okay, so we know we've done this in Whiskey RP. We got a nice telehandler that helped us load up wood chips. And this is probably going to take a good amount of time, and the chips get pushed around real annoyingly, so I do know that. But there we go, 1,000 liters at a time to fill this thing up. And if I remember right, this thing, I guess this one holds a decent amount, but wood chips aren't going to be worth much. And before I do that, let's double check that we even have a place to sell wood chips. It appears we have a couple places. Okay, that is wonderful. So we'll go back at it. Seriously, there's no way 1,000 pounds or 1,000 liters is doing that. Yeah, we need a bigger tractor that can handle more weights. All right, so that's better. So now that we know that's an issue, go ahead and sneak up here. Drop that. Get a little higher. There we go. That'll do. All right, I'm gonna bust this out. All right, I think that's enough to kind of do the experiment I want to. So let's go ahead and get hooked up here. We'll have to drop off the winch again. We almost had it full. One more load probably would have done it. But 6,700 liters of wood chips. We'll see what this makes. I think what we're gonna do is use the smoothing tool the rest of the way and just get rid of the wood chips because I'm not a huge fan of this process. And they're pretty pointless with what we're doing. We could sell them there at the bio place, but I think we can sell them down here as well. I think that's where I saw the best price. Was it this one? There we go. We'll keep the bucket. We're not going to get the money back for it if we do decide to not do this, just to kind of simulate that we're cleaning up the wood chips at least. It's not terrible money. It's not bad. $8,000. I'm not going to complain about that, but just got to be honest, I don't really want to do it. So let's go ahead and reconfigure this while we're here. We did the experiments. Now we can move on. Now that's what it's going to look like for now. You can see I'm planning some expansions behind where we've added some of this asphalt. So that's what that new road's for. But just wanted to make it start looking like an industrial area. And I do see a little more terraforming I'm going to want to work on. So today we are going to probably get that stump grinder and start looking into some more equipment to upgrade to. And I think one of the other things that we're really going to look into is planting some trees today. So what we're going to do, we're going to try out some of the tips and tricks that I was given. And really, I can't just back over that now. I guess we're gonna drive over it. And getting these stumps out of the way, and possibly, even though this isn't a farming series, we're probably going to cultivate up this whole area to make it easier to work. So if I then cut the tree this way, which is what I should have been doing, I was being a doofus. This should make it easier for us to attach it, and that might be a problem, but we'll come back here. And I guess what I've been doing wrong is I need to lower this, the winch, and then grab this, attach it, and then I can bring in the log. Let's get a good view of that. Let's see if it'll even let us. Bring in the log, raise the winch, and look at that. It doesn't drag anymore. We can't really turn. No, that's amazing. Okay, that's just one tree though, and not one of the super long trees or tall trees. But now that lip won't be a problem over here. The log's not on the ground. And I just got over here like I wasn't pulling anything. There we go. 7,000 wood in here now. So that's pretty delightful, to be honest with you. So we'll go ahead and cruise on top here. Get a few more trees, get these populated, and then we're gonna go to the store and make another purchase. So let's lower it. So we got it down to the ground now. And I'm gonna try to go over to this one. If I can find where, there it is, where it starts. And we'll go ahead and attach. Go ahead and attach it. I don't know why my screen just disappeared from me. That was strange. And we will go ahead and bring it in, maybe. Maybe we will. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button, that's why. I was hitting shift instead of control. So this should swing it right to that other log for us to make it close enough. Oh, is that gonna do it? It might not. Oh, that definitely ruined it. Okay, so let's leave. So we could leave that one there. Go ahead and, whoops. Release. And then on here, we'll detach. Okay, so now we'll grab this one. And I'm interested to see if pulling two of these at a time is just gonna feel easy now. There we go. That is the proximity we want for the two. So we'll go ahead and do R again. And attach. Pull forward a little bit. And now we'll raise it. Bring it in all the way. Even though I think it is already. And go ahead, start cruising. The second one is dragging a little bit, but not too terrible. And boy, I am looking forward to getting rid of most of these stumps, if not all of them. And I let a little bit out there, and that seemed to do the trick to where the log's not right on my tail. But definitely raising the winch is what is helping. I know it's called winch. I just pronounce it incorrectly and it sounds like winch. Blame it on where I'm from, I guess. All right, there we go. And I do not like what I just saw there. We had 7,000 wood, now we have 8,000. I guess we'll be trimming the... Oh, because I went to this one. Okay. That's fine. So we should have 8,000 in here. And if we cruise over here, we should have 7,000. Let's double check. Correct. So they're good for now. We are going to drop off this attachment and the front loader probably. We'll keep the buckets. Let's go to the store. Let's take a look at cultivators, see if there's something we can get that can help us clean up that area. And then we'll also be looking at stump grinders. Let's take a look in the store here. We want to go to, well, cultivator would be fine, but I have to install a mod. I do need to install a mod. So we have this 12,000. Our horsepower is 130. That small one would be the one we could go with. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I think I have a plan. We're gonna go into mulchers here, and I've added this mod that requires 75 horsepower, 3 meters width. It's $8,900. Not much skin off our back financially. We know we can make that back pretty quickly. Whoa, don't run into it though. Yeah, I still haven't got the steering wheel hooked. Okay, we're playing Ring Around the Rosie, apparently. And I think this is the, yeah, this is the PTO side, right? Right? Okay, so let's get this home. We'll do a little mulching session and then we'll come back and take a look at the stump grinders. You know, I was thinking about using a cultivator and then I was thinking, I think there's equipment that would actually work for this without any other mods added, but I did grab a mod on ModHub for the mulcher. So if we go forward, this should, yeah, it cleans up the ground for us, but it doesn't turn it into a field, which is what I want. I don't want these to turn into fields. I don't know how this is going to react when we do run over a stump, though. Is that what just happened there? It sure is. So we'll just have to cruise around them. And it might take a little bit of time, but this is all part of the process. Oh, we do have some fell trees that I didn't even know were there. The things we're going to find. All right, let's bust this out and get it done. All right, we're making some good progress here. I'm thinking about making this like something that I slowly catch up with over time. But I wanted to spend some of this time to kind of talk about, well, some obvious things. Making $1 million, we could easily just do like 6 months really fast, you know, 6 or 7 months really fast and just get to $1 million. So millionaire, you know, maybe we should have said, I don't know if there's a word for it, but like 10 million. Something that's a little bit more challenging, but it's not really about that. It is kind of about that. It is, you know, what I'm trying to say is there's a method to my madness. There's a process I want to follow. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna role play that this is an actual business venture that I've started. And until we get to, you know, FS25, we're gonna keep progressing with it. Don't know how many episodes a week I'll keep doing. We might slow down, we might speed up. I'm absolutely loving this. I'm loving when this shows up on my schedule for what I'm gonna record next right now. It's the thing I'm looking forward to the most, to be honest with you, and it's surprising because I didn't think it would be that way. But that being said, we'll probably get through an entire year in a couple more episodes. We'll probably start speeding up a little bit. And at that point, as a business owner, I'm going to make a decision on what type of loan I want to invest in to really speed up the process of growing the business. I want the big forestry equipment. I want a ton of productions. I'm going to keep looking online. I've got a few already added and some ideas that we're going to do, and we are going to add one of those in today's episode. But I just want to give you kind of an idea or an update on how I'm thinking I want this series to progress. And I feel like that might have summed it up pretty well for you guys. And now I'm debating if this is even worth it, but I'm just going to finish up this little area right here, and then we're going to go get that stump grinder, grind all the stumps in this area, and then we'll talk about that next production we're looking at. Man, what a hack job. This kind of looks like when the young Grinch tried to shave to impress Susie Luhu. You know what I'm talking about. Where he shaves, cuts himself up, has a bunch of hair still left over. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Smulcher's doing a great job, but I think the operator's the problem. Go get that stump grinder, or go see about getting the stump grinder. I believe we have more than enough money for that. Looking in the store. Let's double check used market first. Nothing. Okay, there it is. Now I think we have a front PTO on this. Will this work? Oh, but the weight issue. The weight issue. Okay, we could get a rear weight potentially, or a front weight too if we're gonna need it. Doesn't seem like we'll need the front weight, but let's go ahead and lower our bucket back down, because that's just obnoxious. And we're gonna go ahead and head over, start cleaning up some of them stumps. And because my brain works this way, we're gonna go to the top of the hill of where we've completely cleared out. So not a huge area right now, but we should got fuel while we're down there. And we'll start with this one here. See how good this works in reverse. That turned on. Is it doing anything? Is it doing anything? Okay, now if we back up and lower. There we go. It's a little different than any of the other ones I've used. Shut it off and move. Find this next one here. Lift it up a little bit. Go ahead and activate it. Oh man. A little different. Let's pull forward, raise it up enough. There we go. Ooh, it's a little obnoxious. Not a big fan, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie to you. It's gonna take some time. Just keep grinding away and I'll check in a little bit. Okay, I take it back. When you get it lined up right, this thing works like a charm. So let's get like right on top of it, like that. Turn it on, lower it down. Stump's gone. Not bad at all. I think we got most of them in that area we're talking about. And while I see this one right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab it. Let's grab it. Let's get it taken care of. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. You don't get the sound indicator every time, so that was throwing me off a little bit. But we'll go ahead and head on over here and drop this in. Our soon-to-be, we'll have some storage over here eventually. Kind of have an idea of the layout I'm looking at here for some other productions already. I love it. All right, that works for there. Let's get the winch, and we're gonna finish getting these populated before we work on that new production. Still got some terraforming to do here. Gosh dang it. How did it roll that far? Well, this should be the last tree we need for the night. Go cruise on up over here. Put this in, and then we'll check the capacity just to make sure. Oops, that's not what we wanted to do. Yeah, 16,000 will be enough, so let's go ahead and shut off the tractor for now. Then we'll go ahead right about here, jump into this menu. Let me see if I can find that production. And here it is. Here it is. So from what I understand, this is a tree nursery. We're gonna have to go get some seeds, and from what I understand, 25 seeds plus. Oh, are these required? It says ore. Herbicide. That's dash should be an ore. So when we go to activate right now, it should be red, missing material. It is only showing, Okay. But this is where we're going to get saplings. So let's get some seed first. We will grab the forks and the tractor, and we'll head on over to the store, let's do like 2 or 3 bags. We'll do 1 bag. We will do 1 bag of seed, but let's go ahead and start building a little stockpile here of our implements. Kind of give me a good idea. Oh, look at that. A good idea of the type of storage we're going to need. And yeah, the pallets are right there. We'll go grab those and head on over to the store. And then that'll tell us, once we have the seed, if we do need herbicide. Because I don't know where we would get manure. I thought they were both optional. It just grows better. I don't understand why you would need herbicide to grow saplings. Recycle, huh? All right, let's head on into the store. Get some seeds. Yeah, we'll just do 1 bag for now. Now, is this where we drop off everything? Let's see. Yes, it is. Oh, fuel is so low, it's flashing. No one told me. No one told me. We'll have to head back and get that soon. Okay, that's filled up. Let's go ahead and jump in the production again. And let's take a look. So let's activate it now. And it is, okay, so from what I understand is we would get a huge increase in the rate that we would get these saplings. So the plan is to spawn these. We'll have to get a planter, and I was hoping to get these planted in November, but hopefully we'll have enough in December. Let's find out. Super early, only 39 liters have produced, and we ran out of seed already. Okay, so we're gonna have to load this thing up with seeds. And I don't know if we need to get to 1,000. Gosh. Yeah, output is 1 sapling. So like, how do we, oh, they are right here. They're starting to grow. Maybe this isn't what I thought it was. Welcome back to Alone in the World, our Lumberjack Millionaire Challenge. Taking a look above in the sky to see how much of this forest we've already eaten into. If we're gonna remind ourselves, we do own that whole plot there. Or that whole forest. We own this whole forest here and a little bit of that one. So I'm starting to think it might be time to really focus on the saplings, because I don't want to run out of lumber, and I want to start moving a little bit faster. Some other things we did, you might notice all the mulching is done. I've prepped all of some of the goods. We have a trailer over by the store waiting for us, but doing some prep for this episode, I swapped out our mulcher for this good old John Deere Batwing one. It just got the job done a lot faster. It did end up costing us about $8,000 more, but something I think we can handle. So we're gonna start this morning by heading to the store and selling that bit of lumber, the long planks and wood beams. to get us started this morning. And then we'll come back and get the regular planks, see where money's sitting. We're gonna make some purchases. We do want to get a ton of seed to completely fill up the sapling production, but I also want potentially to upgrade a tractor and get a new trailer to help us move wood around faster. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at a few things, but let's go ahead and grab this trailer. Should be really prepped for us. There it is. We'll just have to, whoops, turn around and back up into it, pull it into the sales location, get it sold. And I think what we're gonna do is sell this. We'll go get the planks, we'll sell the planks, and we got $88,000 from that. Just under $200,000, but we'll go ahead and get the wood planks, get them sold, and then we're gonna reconfigure this, and I'm gonna buy a bunch of seed, fill it up, do some trips back and forth, and I think we're gonna do it that way. I'm pretty sure I could put seed in here. We'll find out though. And just like that, the planks are sold. We're sitting at $243,000, so let's go ahead and reconfigure this. I don't think we can like auto fill this trailer with all the seed, but I still think this might be the quickest way for us to do this instead of bringing the, well, yeah, I thought through it a little bit. I do want to give it a shot. So let's go ahead and hop in the store here. We're going to go bags of seed, and I am going to just buy a whole lot of them, and we'll get these added to this as much as we can into the trailer and see how well this process works. So we'll go ahead and gonna need a little more room than that, I think. Go about right there. And not having a rear weight, am I gonna have to do one of these at a time or none of them at a time? Are you serious? All right, time to buy a rear weight. I knew where they were. Oh, they're under weights. They're under their own. Let's see, what do we want here? 1 ton? Yeah, let's try that. $1,000. Let's just back out of that. Get this rear weight attached. I think, do we have to go the other way? I always forget on weights. I don't use them very often. It is. This will be pretty helpful. We don't have to keep the winch attached at all times, and we might be moving on from the winch today. I haven't decided completely yet. Let's see if I go, whoops, I want that there. Oh yeah, that's right, I can't see because it's in the way. Let's zoom in, try to get a better approach here. Snag 2 of them maybe? Okay, well, that's not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's a good start. All right, oh, we lost one. We'll go ahead and try to dump all these in the trailer, and we'll see how successful this approach is. Bringing them there and back might be the better plan. Okay, the last one is on the forks. I think this whole thing's gonna fit. I should have just checked the capacity. I'm just being a doofus. Can't remember what fits in this trailer, but we'll get this going and then we'll take that over, and I think this might be a decent approach. I'm tempted to get the buying stations that I can just buy the seed and have it drop directly in the bin here. But 8,000 seems to be the capacity for this, so that's exactly what we did. We did leave our weight there. We'll have to come back and get it. I guess I could put it on the front just to get it home, but we'll probably have to come back here to reconfigure the trailer anyways. So let's see, we want this direction. No, I always do it wrong. Okay, the weight is attached. Moving forward, I'm gonna do the math too. We're gonna jump into the production menu after dropping off this 8,000 liters of seeds and see if this is gonna get us through a month and how many saplings we think we're gonna get out of that. So I'm really interested to see if that production actually does what I think it does, or if they're just products that we sell. I hope it's actually saplings that we get to plant. This road is terribly bumpy. Okay, should just be able to sneak up right here. Oh, don't tell me it's gonna be one of these so that I can't do this. I'm gonna be furious. What? Oh, let's not get mad yet, Chris. Let's not get mad yet. You gotta be on the trailer. And that's gonna dump really slowly if I remember. Just a little opening, but I think I can no, the big opening is configured. Okay, so we'll let that go. We'll hop into the menu. Tempted to get herbicide. Can we buy? We can. I don't know. But 72 times 25 is what we're looking at. 72 times 25 is 1,800. That doesn't seem right. It seems like we went through more than that last month. But so that should be fine. Let's go ahead and activate it. We only have 39 saplings that we got from our 1,000. It seems like something's wrong with that math there. And why did this... Oh, is this just showing up as their inventory? That's kind of nice. Kind of impressed. Not bad, but we'll see if that gets us anywhere closer to having some saplings. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and drop this trailer here in our, semi-storage location. Let's check a look at our other productions and see how they're doing. 6,000 and 4,000, so they should be good for a little while. We are gonna go buy a planter. Well, we're gonna look at the planter to plant some saplings and see if we have enough horsepower. Oh, I forgot about the front weight. So let's go ahead and switch back to that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Comedy hour is about to start. There we go. All right, let's turn around. Let's take this home. Okay, another trip to the store. Let's take a look. We want to go into forestry equipment. And then here it is. $26,000 requires 120 horsepower, which I believe we have like 130. So that won't require us to do an upgrade. Let's check in here. No tractors. Okay, so we will go ahead and purchase this. And we will go into combinations. We want to make sure they're spruce. And I am going to buy 2 of these for now because I don't remember how long they're going to last us or how many we can even load on this new planter that we bought. So I think if we sneak up here, we get those loaded. Can these get loaded as well? No. So 20 trees at a time. And we will head over to the location where I want to start planting these. And man, this is where having GPS would be nice because I do want these to be in a perfectly straight line, but we can handle it. So eventually we will repopulate our forest, but we're not going to do that until we are producing enough of our own trees to where we can just not touch the forest anymore is kind of my idea. And that's kind of why I was in the sky. I wanted to see some of this land that we have. So we know over here we want to be like our industrial area closer to the shop. But over here, I wouldn't mind having some of our work going on. And I do want to sneak in here and kind of take a look at the map as I'm driving. That's right, we go all the way to that forest. So we're gonna use this nice flat area here and we're gonna turn around. And I think we're gonna try to start making a straight line right here. And I think I might do like 3 of these. I'm not sure yet, but it's been a while. So let's see what we have to do here. If we just turn this on and drive forward, does it plant them? We have to lower it as well. Okay, there we go. Now we got one planted and it should just automatically plant them. Yes, that's quite the distance apart. So I don't know if there's something we can change to have them closer, but this should work. And then we can stagger the next row, I guess. So I think I'm gonna buy, they weren't very expensive. I think we might plant a lot of trees right now. Enjoy. And the last tree for the day about to go into the ground here, right there. Let's go ahead and shut it off and raise it. So we got, I think that was 60 trees planted, which would last us a while because we're only using a few a day, but that production might increase eventually. So I want to start getting a head start. And since we will be planting over here quite often, we'll sneak this into our little barn. There we go. That's a good spot for it. All right, now I want to take a look at the, let's go look at the sapling production, which I see a lot of terraforming needing to be done from it from here, and see how that's progressing to kind of get an idea of what we're gonna get. I don't know. I guess I could have finished the math, but I just kind of want to get a good idea in my head by the number when I look here. Yeah, 43. You would think, since there's only 20 saplings in those crates, that we would get 20 when they produce it, but I don't know. We'll learn. We will learn. It's definitely set to spawning. Okay, so let's take a look at a few things here. So long term, we do want to add some productions, and one of the things that I'm kind of debating as well is upgrading to this sawmill, which I believe has more input and more output, but that might be long term. There's the pallet factory. It's only $25,000, which would be interesting if we went ahead and purchased that already. We can just feed it more wood. Another sawmill in here, but then we also have some good other productions. There's a carpentry for $60,000 that can take wood chips, or planks and produce desks for $60,000. And then some of the platinum packages as well. I definitely want the paper factory eventually. It is $130,000. So there's things that we're just kind of making sure we have room for. The pet accessory would be pretty sweet, though. What is that icon? Mine shaft. What else do we want? The flooring factory. We want the furniture factory, and we're gonna want the barrel factory. We're gonna want all of these eventually, and it looks like it's gonna require paper, if I'm seeing that right. That's a different color. That's like silver. But if we come over here, yeah, flooring factory. That looks a little different than what the paper. So is that from here? Oh, that's the iron factory. So maybe we won't do the barrels. Just kind of thinking out loud. Thinking out loud here. Could do this old carpentry as well from the base game. But let's go ahead and look in here and show you what I'm aiming towards. I want something like this, but we don't have, I don't know, maybe we do have the funds for it. But I was thinking about baby stepping this and starting with this, but then that also means we need a different way of getting the logs onto the trailer instead of just using the winch, which has me wondering if I do need to baby step and use something like this to begin with, and if that would be good enough for us. This one looks a little smaller, but is it? I wish it showed the dimension here. I guess we could try this one out. If I did want to go for a medium tractor, there's some that would be in our price range. I don't have a lot of mods added right now. 180 horsepower. I do think this is what I want to save up for, so we'll keep that in mind. So we could buy this, which seems to be a little longer than the other one, and I know we can extend this a little bit. Not much though. Or we could start with this and see how it goes to start upgrading to eventually have a trailer like that, or a piece of equipment. Long term, have maybe something like this, or this would be pretty sweet. So yeah, I think that would be the natural progression if that's my goal. Let's go ahead and go with the $19,000 one. Let's see how it works on our tractor. And we got to get these sawmills repopulated now. And we'll hold on to the winch for a little bit before we sell it to see if we do want to keep going that way, or even maybe that other tool that we could put by the sawmills and just pull the logs to it. I should learn the name of that. All right, let's head over to the forest, find a good area to start with to try this out, and we'll see how much I like it or hate it in a few minutes. Figured a nice open area to try this out would be nice, so we'll start with this one. I am going to get us a nice start here and just line up about right there. And we can, well, we probably want to keep the tractor on. So let's fell the tree, whoops, away from, yeah, this direction. Get a little bit lower there. Where's our green? There it is. And then we'll get our tape measure out. And I believe, let's just try. Oh, do these have to be about like that? Is it like 3.5? Okay. That's kind of small, but you know, gives us a nice start. Let's go ahead and trim the branches off as well. And this might be a complete waste of money if we can only fit one tree on here. And now we have to actually trim the trees as well. But again, this is giving us practice for when we have some machinery. Like we'll get one of those, I gotta learn the names, one of those machines that actually trims the logs into the exact meter size that we want, and then we can auto load it, not auto load it, but load it with the machinery as well after that. Go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, let's see how we like this. We're sitting in it now. Let's use the joystick. That'll be a lot more enjoyable, I believe. It's kind of janky. Change our view to here, I guess. So, a little confused on the controls so far. Is that as high as it goes? Like, is this even usable? It's gotta go higher than that. Okay, so my controls aren't completely working on the joystick, which is annoying for that. I'll have to figure that out, but let's go ahead and twist that. And then I have to use the mouse now to extend out. Okay, so that's inconsistent. Okay. Yeah, having to use the mouse and the joystick, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what's going on here with the joystick. But is this not gonna be, like, what is this even used for? Okay, guys, I hate it. I hate it, absolutely hate it. Okay, so I thought I figured out how to open this thing, but apparently not. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, give us a little bit extra weight. That's kind of sweet. But the problem I'm having is I'm having inconsistencies with my controls. All right, we moved one more time. This is it's a struggle. So if I could figure out, and I'm probably just gonna spend some time, edit a bunch of this out, and just like learn the controls here, because they don't seem to be consistent. And I can't figure out, oh, I think I am starting to figure it out. But then this, twist, now I can shift over, hold this down, goes up and down. The thing I can't figure out on the joystick, oh, I think I've got it, guys. Okay, so I hold this, now I should be able to go up. Okay, so we're starting to get the hang of it. twist it a little bit, come back over, twist it a hair more. Let's raise up. Okay, so now I hold this button and I should be able to go this way. Okay, we're getting the hang of it. Okay, this is exciting now. Now I push this button, I can go up and down, a little closer, and we might need to move the tractor again. That's okay. Right there's good. So I don't know, not sold yet. So if I do this, grab it. Okay, now we're starting to make some progress. It's all just a learning curve, guys. There we go. Now hold that. Nope. Open up. I think it was reacting to what I was doing, but not as fast as I thought it should. And I think that was the problem I was having there. So we'll go ahead and climb up here and grab this little one. And yeah. Okay, swing the arm back around. Yeah, just not enough patience. We were not having enough patience. Okay, but that was just one tree that took a lot longer than it would with the winch, but I feel like we're doing it a more, I don't know, realistic feeling. So I will go over to the first one and see how this helps, but I think we need that arm lowered like that. Should be fine. Drive up here. All right, we're at 7,000, so that wasn't a ton, but that'll work. So we will see the benefit of this style when we're able to get a longer trailer, a bigger tractor, maybe a semi, to load these up on when they're full logs, full length, and we don't have to chop them into small pieces. But this might be a nice way to learn the ropes a little bit so that we're better at it when the time comes. I'm gonna bust out a few trees up here and rejoin you later on. Well, we got these 2 trees loaded up and did a lot better job. Still not sure this is the efficient way to do what we want to do, but it's enjoyable. And if you're new to the channel, I do like to test things out live on videos. You know, some people might edit this out, do some testing before running or recording their videos. I like to show the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that is part of our channel where we get educated together. But it seems like, gosh, this is a lot slower of a process. Not completely sold on it yet, but like I said a minute ago, I definitely think this style of maneuvering would be better if we had a bigger tractor, a bigger trailer, and we're able to load up more in one trip, because we're getting farther and farther away from the sawmill, and that just seems to make sense. But gosh, I don't know. So I'll do one more tree. Actually, I'm gonna try to do 3 trees for the other sawmill, and then we'll figure out what we need to do to get caught up and get them all prepped to sleep for December. Process seems to be much better. I'm still not sold on it. I've been driving up here, cutting these about right where they'll go, hopping in here and then moving this over. Twist it like that. We should be able to just lower it, grab it, raise it back up. You know, process is going a little bit better. And then I can do this way. Yes, of course I miss. I've missed a lot, not just while I'm showing you guys, but we should be able to sneak in here. Oh, maybe not on this one. Maybe so. Got it again. Yeah, it's been a challenge. It's been testing my patience for sure. Now if we completely turn it like, oh, we just lost it there. Look at that perfect fall. And then we jump back in the tractor, pull forward a little bit, hop on over here, cut the next one, get it loaded, and repeat. Kind of the story of my day right now. You know, once I got used to the buttons and the configuration on this joystick, it's been somewhat of a pleasure to play this way. Oh, that's okay. Maybe we stop talking and doing it at the same time because it's confusing my head. I think that'll be better over here. And open up, let go. Nice. This last one I can probably grab by hand weight-wise. Oh, most definitely. And sneak it on in here. And then I did want to, let's get that a little bit better situation. And then I already forgot. Oh yeah, switch to here, raise those up, and we'll hop in here and come down. We'll see which sawmill. I think the one to the left is a little less populated than the one to the right, but I believe they both have enough for the day already without this load. So we'll take a look and see which one needs it more and add it there. Yeah, not sure if I enjoy this process. All right, 17,000 on this one. Oh, they're pretty close, 15,000. So yeah, we'll go to the other one with this load, which might put it around 20,000 since this was a bigger spruce tree. But let's see. Oh, okay, so they're pretty even. About 18,000 now on that. Go ahead and shut that off, and we'll let that keep going. I think it's time to make it morning. Let's see how it's going over here. Still nothing. Oh, well, it says 3 liters. So where? Oh, there it is. Okay, we have some saplings. So 50 liters over here is going to turn into 1 sapling box. Perfect. So tomorrow we can use that, plant more. Perfect. Okay, let's go sleep. Well, it's early January. We got everything out here. We've gone forward. Let's see if we have 2. We do. Okay, so we won't have to buy any more saplings because we should be able to produce them. And I think that is definitely going fast enough for me. I'm not worried about buying the other products to speed that up. So what do we want to do first? I think I want to get all of our money. So let's get the tractor over here, grab the trailer. We're gonna need a workshop soon so that I can just reconfigure that, or we need to get a secondary trailer. All in time. Now we're not using super strength, but we are using mods that allow us to do auto loading on certain things. And this is one of them that I have elected to use. I just think it's, well, that didn't configure correctly. I think I had a problem with that before where I have to change it. There we go. But yeah, so some of the pallets, it's just so time consuming, and I want to get as much of this series that's in my head done for you guys before FS25 comes out. So I am taking some liberties, trying to do as much of this work on my own. And to be honest with you, I'm trying to learn as much as I can because I do think we're going to have a nice long lumber focus forestry series in 25, or at least mix it in a little bit more with my regular playthroughs because I am enjoying this a lot. And it's a nice mix up from farming. So doing a lot of experiments this last few months leading up to FS25, and this has definitely been one of them. But this trailer does not auto load the beams for me, so I've been loading those myself still, which is why I bring that up, is I think what I'm gonna wanna do with some of this money really soon is get something like a telehandler or a front loader, or a wheel loader, I should say. Oh, that is that low. Okay, let's raise that a little bit, tweak it like that. Should work with this slope. But yeah, that's some of the things on my mind for expanding and getting new equipment. And speaking of that, we need the rear weight. We knew that. Let's look at the used market real quick. Okay, so that's interesting. We do have a lot of these mods added in here. Pretty good price on that. Nothing else we can use though, but let's go ahead and leave that there, get our rear weights, and get these loaded. Yeah, much better with the rear weights. We'll have to drive a little bit more because we don't want to waste time by putting the weight on, weight off, attaching to the trailer, moving it around. I think it'll be fine just going this short distance. Kind of wish I would have put these back to back, but you know, learning a lot about what I want to do here, like I was just mentioning, and not getting connected to the trailer like that. This is definitely something we don't want to do. So we'll go up like that, and we should just be able to push that forward, come on over to the side, nudge it just a little bit to keep the center of balance on the trailer good, and then we'll get the rest of these busted out. It's nice. I am getting a little bit better at these forks, and it's been kind of a challenge for me the whole time I've been playing this game. Yeah, and having something like a telehandler that has better reach would make this more enjoyable, but we have to reach this up here. That's what I've been doing, and just kind of lowering it, tilting the forks back, sneaking out, and then just slightly nudging it forward to give us room for the next one. And that should work there. We'll hop over here. Yeah, we'll want to nudge it a little farther with the next one. We'll keep going. And our first load for January is all prepared. See, we still got all the planks in this one. We have some wood beams and a bunch of long planks still to move, but I thought I'd do it a little safer this time around. And here we are. Let's see how prices are today. 83,000. Money's going up good, so we should be able to buy at least one of those productions today. I want to get the sawmill repopulated. I want to get some saplings planted. So we got a lot still to do in January. So let's get the rest of this sold and keep on progressing. And 16,000 wood planks. So we'll come get the other beams momentarily, the longer ones. All right, get the planks sold. Another 56 grand, and we'll go get the rest of those, and we'll be pushing 400,000 today. I was hoping to get a couple more pallets to spawn, but we did not. So it probably will be like at the 11 o'clock hour. So 5,000 of the long beams or long planks and 1,000 more wood beams. Get those sold. See how close to that $400,000 amount we get. And we are there at the store. Yeah, we're at 365. Not bad. Not bad at all. Time to plant some more saplings. Today's episode is probably going to be a little bit longer, and I think the rest of them are going to be more like this length, as I'm trying to progress more and get more done for you guys. And I don't think, just to let you guys know, and I guess the word needs to get out for the people that aren't watching this, but oh, if we get 50 per pallet on this. Okay, yeah, that is well more than enough. I'm just gonna plant this one then. Maybe not even all of them. Yeah, we're not gonna need to populate that much more. But well, as I was saying, I don't think we're gonna do a supercut, and the people that need to know that, I'll probably make a community post. Or the ones that wait for the supercuts, I think we'll just make these a little bit longer, get more farther into this playthrough than we would have if we would have just done 1 month per episode. But are we gonna be able to see our saplings out here? Oh, barely. So we had 3 rows, I believe. 4 rows, right? Yeah, 4 rows. So let's go ahead and start making a 5th one right here. And we'll see how many we can get in 1 row. But we're not gonna time lapse this again like we did early in the episode. We'll let you just enjoy a quick little jump cut. I'm gonna get these 50 planted. Then we'll start moving some more trees, and then we're gonna look at, did we look at the used market today? We did. We're gonna look at buying maybe a tractor and a production next. I think we're just gonna plant these 2 rows, which is 30 trees today. Go ahead and shut that off. And I'm gonna park this by the sapling plant or production because I think that makes more sense. But we got a lot of trees out there. We got 60 from the first day, 30 today. That's 90 trees growing. And we're doing maybe 7 or 8 a day. So right now, we're definitely building the capacity we need out there. I just don't know how long it takes for them to grow, to be honest with you. I have no clue. But until we feel like we have enough there, this will be one of our daily tasks. Can we drive in here? Yes, we can. Okay. Go ahead and, we don't want that in the saplings. Go about right there. That should be good. All right. I'm gonna switch things up today, and we're gonna pull the trees with this thing because I felt like that was more enjoyable for what we're doing right now. And we're gonna start taking this side of the forest down next. We fell it this way. It should be easy to pick up and move. And we'll go ahead and prep about 3 or 4 of these right now. Get this log to turn. Come on, turn log. Yeah, being able to cruise at 26, just be able to bring these over here one at a time. Even if I just do 1, just seems a lot faster. But we will cruise over to this one and we'll do 2 of them. So we should be able to get nice and tight to it, even though we just moved it. Great. That should be close enough. It is. And then Control K, bring these in a little bit better. And I should be able to just cruise right around. We'll take these to that same sawmill, and then we'll get 3 for the other one and see where we're sitting. All right, we made it. And that's 17,000, so this one's well populated, but I think I've made a decision. We're going to the store. It's time. I want to see how much easier this is with a real tractor. All right, and there's no purpose in this after we get a bigger tractor, so we're just gonna start by selling it. We will repair it. Oh, I didn't realize it was worth that much. That's kind of nice. Okay, let's head into the shop. Nothing used for us, but I think I do want to go with the fast track here. 235 horsepower, can go pretty fast. We'll go ahead and grab that. Front loader, yes, we want that. We're gonna do the same one that we had, and that should be a good upgrade. Not the biggest JCB, but I do like it. A lot more horsepower, should be able to pull a lot more trees a lot quicker, and these attachments should work, though we might be getting something to handle the pallets for us pretty quickly too. We're still at $192,000. Oh, what a nice upgrade. We could probably get a winch that can handle more weight as well at this point too, if we decide to keep going down this path. But I like this upgrade. I think there's gonna be a lot of yellow in this series. It's always like the first one's not even there. But we did run into this one because I'm a doofus, but we should be able to sort this out. Maybe not. Maybe we are a doofus. We're just a doofus. Rope's too long. All right, I didn't prepare well enough, but 2? Oh, piece of cake with this. Look at this, we're cruising. We're cruising. We didn't set them up the best either because they're overlapped, kind of causing some more issues. Yeah, nice upgrade. 13,000. So we need, we'll do 2 more trees over here. 4-wheel drive on this is nice. All right, here are 2 trees. And I think we're gonna spend a good amount of our money here in a minute too, because I'm itching to expand. Progress is nice, but I want the progress to be even more. Yeah, 21,000, that's good. Let's just double check that we have enough over here. I think we have like 17 again. Yes, perfect. All right, let's hop in the sky. Head on over to productions. And to mix it up, to do something I don't think I've ever done on this game, we are going to do the paper factory here. And we should be able to just put it like that and finish this road a little bit. So let's twist around and go into painting. That is probably asphalt. It is not. It is this type of asphalt. Perfect. Okay. So we'll have to come in this way. Oh, I thought that was a pass-through. It is a pass-through. Okay. And we'll connect up to this road here. We'll go ahead and just make that all. We're gonna do a full-on design session here eventually. and clean all this up and make it pretty. But we also, looks like we're gonna wanna come around here as well. We'll leave a little bit of grass there just for detailing. If we pick them up, yeah, we probably want to we'll just grab this whole thing here and squeeze it on in. Go ahead and clean up the front here and the side. Yeah, might as well get rid of all of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look over here. We do have the menus on. Landscaping is a little off. We can clean that up later. Oh yeah, look at this floating here. Yeah, lots of terraforming. I'm gonna do that off camera, probably between episodes here. Now we're getting pretty far behind, but let's hop in here and look at the production. Carton roll, 400 wood, but then we also have paper rolls that we can make with 525 wood. So let's do some math and see, do we just fill this thing up? Potentially we do. So if we wanted to do paper rolls, that looks like that is not the right math. Let's try this again. 525 times 24, that equals 20. That's 12,000 right there. 12,600, and then this one per month we would want to do 9,600 combined for 22,200 liters, or whatever we call it, of wood. So we'll want to be able to just come in through here, drop off the wood, we hop up here, and okay, let's go ahead and get this populated as the last task of the day. And because of proximity, I want to come over here and double check that it's ours, but I think this is the route I want to go and start eating into this forest here. But let's double check that we are in our land. We are, okay, so if I just back straight up, these are all ours. We'll start with these two right here. Too heavy, okay. Since those were big boys, we could only do 2 of them. So this winch is going to be the problem. So we might look into that next episode. And we definitely need to fix this slope here because this might get stuck. Oh, pretty good. All right, so let's see. We got it in the zone. Come over here, hop over them. We have 9,000, so we need about 3 more. That size, not bad. You already got 1 fell. We'll just have to fell 2 more and see if that's enough weight or enough capacity. All right, 14 miles an hour. This is, yeah, much faster. So we'll see how close this gets us to see if we want to do 2. We might just do 2 more just because it's easy enough. It's easy enough. I like this better than the other one, definitely. So yeah, 19,000. We'll do 2 more. It gives us a little cushion in February when the time comes. And you know what? This tree right here looks perfect. We'll just do 1 more. Should be quick enough right here. And we should be able to avoid the stump by raising the winch up the hill. We didn't even trim this one. That's okay. And then, oh, on the ceiling. Oh, we're stuck. There we go. 24,000. All right, let's hop back in the menu and we'll activate both of these. Make sure that they are set to spawning. And we're all set. I think we will pull this out of the way. And I kind of enjoyed ending the last episode the way we did, where we got to see everything spawning and then start the morning with selling. Let's do that again. Let's go over here. We'll visit. We'll make it February, and we'll see all the goods that we have. All right, so we over here have 2 saplings again, and plenty in there. And over this direction, we should see our cartons, but I don't see any. Did we not set those to spawning? They are set to spawning. I don't know how large those would have to be to spawn. Interesting. But it didn't go through as much wood as I thought it would either, so I must have did my math wrong there. Interesting. Oh, we haven't gone through. Well, yeah, it did not go through as much as I thought it would. Oh, well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it did. Maybe these cartons are large. We'll learn though. We're gonna start off today with a little selling session. We might skip a little bit of time to get the cartons depending on how much money we make, and we're gonna make a little bit of changes to the paper factory. But first, for today's episode, I'm wanting to earn around $550,000, I think it is. We made $50,000 there. But last episode, we did some experimenting on some equipment that we might want to use long term. I think we found out that we don't. So next, I want to slow down buying more productions and really focus on buying the equipment I want that I think is going to get us most of the way through this playthrough. Like I said, a little over $500,000 is the goal. We will see how that goes. Let's get the rest of this sold and continue on. This trailer needs to go. There we are. We're sitting at $189,000. All right, let's go back. There's a couple things I do want to sell to see if we can get to a number of 240 to start. But for the first phase, this is going away. Let's go see how much money we get from it. Not going to be enough to get us where we want to be though. All right, we are here. Let's go ahead and jump in here. This Anderson Group M160. It served us well for what we used it for. Let's go ahead and do all the things. Get $16,000 back. That puts us pretty close. Need to find another $30,000 to do this next phase I want to do. Let's go check on the paper factory, and we're going to talk about a nice comment that I got at the paper factory once we get over there. Okay, we're over here, and this is where the things should spawn, right? So we look here, we have 2,400 paper roll, 2,200 carton roll, and we know it was around 2,600 or 2,700 to get it. But let's hop into the production menu, and this little arrow or Y here shows that we have 2 productions going into 1 output. So when we look at these numbers of 24 runs, we're really only going to get 12 of those cycles per thing if both of these are activated. So looking at this, we do know, actually, let's go into the time savings. This will be a good place to show it. The paper rolls can peak at $9,600 max price. They're at $9,800 right now, so they're a little above max price, where the carton rolls are at $8,700. So after that first carton roll does spawn, we're gonna deactivate carton and just do paper rolls. Oh man, I didn't do the terraforming. We'll get to that. But let's check the capacity at these other ones. Probably gonna make sure we have enough to skip a little bit of time. Yeah, 7,000 here and 3,700 here. And while the time's at ×5 like this, let's jump in the JCB and go see if our saplings show any growth, because I have no clue how long those take to grow. Yeah, they don't look any different. So let's hop out here. When we look at this thing, we don't get any indicator or anything, nothing. So it doesn't tell us like the growth phase of them. These ones look exactly the same, and they were planted a month later. I think we have enough for now. I don't think we'll plant any this episode, but if we skip a lot of months, we might. All right, let's get a little bit of time to pass. Gonna stare at that production until we get those pallets. We got a lot of snow while I was waiting for that, but we do have our carton roll and our paper roll here. Now let's hop back into the production, and that explains why the wood didn't go down as fast as we thought it would. So let's go ahead and deactivate that now. We got the paper roll. The next paper roll is getting processed, but let's see if in these conditions, yeah, we have some other goods to sell too. That's nice. If we can pick these up, even though it's snowing, if we don't slip and slide too much. Let's make the forks a little wider. Sneak on up here. Yeah, this JCB can handle it. It's without a weight. Perfect. So this will be about 9,600. So we got about 20,000, no, about $18,000 over here in goods, which still doesn't get us to 240, but everything else over here that it's already produced might get us there. I do have the time stopped now since we skipped so much time. And I'm a little concerned that the sawmill might be close to being out of capacity. What's going on here? Get to the right height to let this go. There we go, one on there. Shove this just a hair. All right, and go pick the other one up. Got this other one loaded up. Just take it over to that trailer, and you can see or imagine, based on how many of these fit on the trailer, that might be one of the upgrades that we're going to look at today. There we go. So we'll see about 17 grand right here is my guess. And then we'll get those other goods, get them sold, check the capacity of the sawmill, and decide what our next step is. All right. And there they go selling. Oh, it did get us enough. Wow. Oh, my estimation, because that was per 1,000. Okay, so let's go ahead and cruise over here, and we're going to sell this trailer. We're going to start buying the next pieces of equipment for our playthrough. $227,000 is what we spent. Okay, so my budget was off a little bit, but in our favor. So you can see we have a nice JCB here that's gonna help us pick up our pallets moving forward. We're gonna get that home first, and no more auto loading trailer. And we'll take a look at that in a minute. Might have extra money in the budget to buy some sheds today. At the rate we're going. Okay, put that there. Got this nice forest green Mack truck here, semi, and a little trailer. It's not little, it's pretty big. So with this adjustment here, we'll be able to do our selling events in one go for a while. We'll be able to fit a lot of pallets on here, multiple shapes and sizes of them as well. I think this is a nice upgrade. We'll just have to do a little bit more manual work, which is why we got the telehandler. That'll make it very enjoyable to me. A little hard to drive in the snow, but I think we can put it right here. It'll be a good spot to load it up. And yeah, we can get that later. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see how much more we like this thing than using the tractor. So we could potentially take the front loader off of the tractor moving forward. That should be good, even though we were blind there. Now we missed it. All right, come on, collisions. Let's adjust it this way. There we go. Time to get these loaded. All right, lower it down with the arm. Lift it up. Yeah, that's much easier. All right, let's bust these out, get them all loaded. Now, there's no real reason to sell these today, so I might just load these up and then we'll work on loading up the sawmills to get more pallets and more goods produced. And that should be good right there. Let's give it just a little more of a shove. Let's lower it a little bit, shift it over just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, we're running low. This one's desperately in need. Did this one run out? It did not. All right, so we will focus on that sawmill first. Cruising in here with 3 trees. I don't know if this is going to be enough to get us 2 months. I want to do the math again. I was trying to get these around 30, but we're late in the day here in February, so it might be enough. So we're at 11,000 now. That puts us at 23. I am going to get 2 more trees for this one. All right, 2 more loaded on here. Cruise on down, and that should get us to April, I'm hoping. We still got to do the paper factory though. 30,000, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have over here for capacity to remind ourselves. 11,000, so if we go in here, I got to do the math one more time, guys. So we're wanting about 25,000. We're wanting about 25,000 liters in there. So that'll be probably 3 logs. We'll give that a shot. Little hint of what's to come. I'm trying to make this the last time we have to use this winch. All right, let's see. 3 logs heading to the paper mill. 2 good sized ones and 1 medium size, it looks like. Oh, is this hump gonna bug us here? Get up that 4 miles an hour. The log's gonna stick. Nope, they're good. Stuck a little bit. They stuck a little bit. And we should be in the zone now. 23,000. All right, one more. Well, it's late in the day. We should be able to get by. We're gonna drive home. Make it March. Hopefully we get 2 of those wood pallets or cartons, paper cartons. A brisk May morning. Spring is closer and closer. Says it's the beginning of spring, but it sure does look like winter still. So we have 1 paper carton and all of our goods that we expected. Let's see how close this is to a second one. Not quite, about halfway there. Go ahead and cruise in here and check. Check capacity. 15,000 will get us through another month. And we come over here, 20,000. Yeah, we're good on both of these to get to April. So what I'm going to do, because I want money, I'm going to load everything up so that we don't have to do a huge loading session, and then we're going to make it April. You know, I might not be the best with these tools, but I'm getting better. I think this is where we're going to end this one. It's just like we could stack more, but it's getting a little more and more difficult to get these on there. And I loaded some on the front before I realized there's no straps, and there's no straps on that back one either. Let's go ahead and get this one down. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Now we can move it around a little bit. I'm struggling with getting the right angle to view this stuff too. There we go. That will do just a little push on this end now. Okay. And I'm gonna risk that back one not falling off. We'll go ahead and drive over. So, whoops, what we have so far 12,000 long beams and looks like 9,000 or 12,000 wood beams and 9,000 long planks. And hopefully that back one doesn't slide off, or those front 3. Yeah, let's just cruise slow and avoid the bumpy road. That's hilarious to say, but it's smoother out here than it is on that road. Let's see what kind of money this first load brings in. Well, there's 125,000 plus another 53 and a little bit more. We're at 220. I think we're gonna hit my goal for the day. Now, I thought, try not to tip it, don't tip it. I thought I stacked these in a way that would really allow us to get these 3 pieces of paper on here. But now that I look at it, we might struggle to get that many. I'm gonna go ahead and back up a little bit for this. That should be good right there. Head on over with the telehandler. We don't really need that weight anymore either with this. But yeah, lots of wood chips. We might handle or attack that next episode, but yeah. Are we gonna be able to get these all on here? Didn't completely think that through, Chris. Really don't want to do a separate trip just for these. But let's line up good so we can give ourselves a good start. 2 pallets put together. That's funny. That's why the straps are that way. That's a nice nice asset there. We're under the pallet, but that'll do. Guess I could sneak it on that front thing if I really needed to, but I don't think all 3 of these are gonna fit. So that's, just slide it over as much as we can. Hope it doesn't fall. We'll hop out here, restrap it. Don't know why R's not working for me to strap right now. But all right, let's try to get these other 2 on here. Ah, okie dokie. Yeah, and I think we will just drive careful and hope this doesn't slide off. I think we'll start doing separate selling events for the paper. Not try to put them on the same load because it's gonna be scary. See if the Mack truck can do it. Look at all that though. 25,000 wood planks, 5,000 long beams, 5,600 pieces of paper, I guess. Let's do some wide turns here. Hope nothing slides because not everything is attached by a strap back there. Seems to be good so far. Let's see what our number is. It should be pretty high. All right, here we go. Oh, is that gonna sell so slow we're not gonna get... There it goes, okay. And the paper's getting sold now. That was $212,000. Holy Toledo. Time to make some purchases. And the first new purchase is this Volvo EC20, the EC250DL. Only goes 6 miles an hour, so we will be using this trailer to take it home. Let's go ahead and raise the front a little bit so we can back this up better. Actually fits on here pretty nice. And then we can go ahead and lower it, not raise it a little too much, and probably twist this like that. And then, how did I close it? I figured that out earlier. There it is. Raise just a hair. I think that'll do. Get the straps all set, lift the ramps, take this home. We got 1 more purchase to do today. Plenty of money. Love it. Well, we're not going much faster driving this. This is heavy. Might be upgrading the semi sooner than I thought, but it was a budget one. It was only $90,000 one, or 96, so we'll buy one with a little more horsepower long term so we can have better pulling capacity. But I am going to take this up to the forest area, or close to it, and we're going to drop the trailer off for now and go get our next purchase. And the Timber Runner, $39,000. So we still $123,000. So we did way better than I thought we were going to do today. And we're going to start doing loads where we just fill this thing up. One thing I did want to check is we might be swapping out our sawmills or upgrading them to one that this will work better on, because I have a feeling driving this in to drop off the wood is going to be a problem. It shouldn't be at the paper factory, but it might be at the sawmill. So we're going to test this real quick before we put it where we're going to need it for next episode. So even if we back it, oh, it will work. It is tall enough. They thought about it. Perfect. So we'll be able to drive up right here with a ton of wood. populate this thing. Oh, we got more stuff going. So what I'm thinking is we get to the point where we just fill this up to 75,000 every time we do a run. This one we'd fill up to 30,000 and that'll be it. We're here with the winch. We're gonna have a few goals in mind for today's episode. We have our new equipment that we haven't used yet, so we're gonna get to that today, but there's a couple things I do want to try out. So I want to upgrade the winch. I'm going to get the better one, but I also want to try out the yarder. But the goals for today are going to be to figure out exactly what to do with the wood chips, as well as completely populate the sawmills. So let's get into it. All right, first off, let's go ahead and repair this bad boy, repaint it. I think we lost a lot of money on using it, but that's okay. Got our money's worth. And then let's just go into the store and take a look at that other one. So I believe there's one that can pull a little bit more now that we have a bigger tractor. So this one needs 80 horsepower. This one needed 60 horsepower. Looks like 6.2 tons. This one 8.6 tons. Seems like we can handle that. And we still got plenty of money left over. We're also going to buy the yarder, and I'm more interested in trying that out, so that'll be the first thing we hook up to and take over to one of the sawmills. I believe what we're gonna do is set it up near the sawmill. Oh, this is gonna be an adventure, guys. Really buying this to use it just to try it out, not necessarily something that's gonna be part of our long-term process here. We'll definitely get to using the bigger equipment soon. Everything's right where we left it. We got the semi in the way, or where I ended the episode, so we'll go use the sawmill next door. And like, what would happen? So I don't know how close we'll be able to get these, but if we went right here, let's open up our help menu. Okay. And then what do we do next? That's the want the back. Is it just like that? Do I just come up to it and go, give me the chain and run up there? I guess we got to cut some trees down first. This will be interesting. I'm sure there's a max length. We're about to find out. When we get a few cut down, we're gonna give this a shot. You guys know it takes 2 years to grow spruce trees in this game. So all of those trees we planted, we're not gonna see for a very, very long time. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us wish that spruce trees grew that fast in real life to as tall as they do in this game. All right, so we got 3 of them down here. Let's go ahead and grab our rope and run up here. So we'll go ahead and snag it and see what this distance is. Imagine, I didn't look at the specs on this thing. I imagine it's a whole lot of weight this thing can handle. No way this chain's that long. Oh, that's so cool. All right, I see a tree. Let's see if this works exactly the same. Too heavy, so it doesn't. Oh. What do we do then? What do we do? Let's just move in that. We're gonna look up a video. Okay, this thing is pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna grab it. We're gonna grab our rope. We're gonna try to find a tree to attach to and hope that the height difference is good enough for us. Man, this rope is long. Something blocking, okay. What about this one? Really, something's blocking? Oh, is this not gonna work in this setup? Something's blocking the tree. Oh man, I wanna show this now. Let's see if we can find any of them. All right, different plan. If you're higher up than the tree, it seems like that's the best time to use it. But we're gonna find a way to use it to our advantage here. Okay, let's just say right here we want to stage some trees. So we'll get that unfolded and then let's grab the rope. Okay, so we'll have to figure out what the right angle is. See if this says something is in the way. Okay, it works perfect. How about over here? Okay, let's use that one. And then I want the carriage to come over here. Here it comes. See it moving, it's green, it's right there. So that's gonna make its way over here, but so we got that one. Let's go ahead and let's make sure we're on our land here. We are barely in our land, okay. So I'm gonna cut this one down. I'm gonna cut it this direction so it's the same as the rope, even though that's gonna hit the rope. Pretty nice. And then I can come up here, and I get by it. Disable follow, and then X to move it to the yard. We don't want to do that yet. What was the button we hit? Was it B? Was it R? And oh, look at that. Look at this. We hit B. And now, if we really want to. Oh, it's already doing it for us. What is it doing? Oh, it was following me. That's why. Okay, follow me to here. D, R, and then X. X will take it home. Take that tree home. It ran into me. The yarder went home without the tree. Okay, so we're still doing a little bit something silly. Maybe the angle that we had this tree caused it to run into another stump. It did. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this one first. So it makes sense to do the ones that are closer to the yarder first, apparently. Nothing else in the way. Okay, wow. I'm learning, guys. This is fun. Okay, where's this at? It's still following me, isn't it? Okay, so now we can go B and B. Too heavy, huh? Okay, okay. Want to grab a stump out of the ground? Now let's stop following me and take that one home. And it fell off. That time, I have no idea why. We did a demo of it. It's pretty sweet, pretty slick stuff. And check this out, it attached to this tree stump. That's hilarious. And then put some stakes out there. Let's see, can I just fold this up without it attached? Let's see, fold. Probably have to go to the tree and detach it, don't I? What happens if I do this? Ah, it's hilarious. Would have been fun, would have made things a lot easier than what we were doing. But I like our process. We're gonna go ahead and sell this. We're gonna lose a little bit of money from buying it and selling it, but thought I'd try it out. It's pretty cool. If I had a little bit more patience and a little more time, I would use it a little bit more, but I just wanted to kind of show it off a little bit. And, I don't know, intentionally slow down our progress financially, apparently. Yeah, so we're going to lose a little bit of money on that. But now let's set up to the new winch and see how much better that is. If I can pull all of those trees that I cut in one time. Should easily be able to get 3 of the big ones now, I believe, with this one. So let's go ahead. We'll grab those ones we just cut down and bring them on over to the paper mill. And then we'll go from there with the other ones. And then we're going to try out, finally, our new equipment that we bought last episode. Whoopsie. Didn't mean to do that. All right, let's get this lowered. We'll come back here. Grab our rope, hop over that tree, see if we can find this other one again. Uh-oh, there it is. There it is. I haven't grabbed one this way in a while. I know that was a mistake at one point. And we have this tree and then that tree. Okay, this view, we should be pulling this right towards us. Yep, here it comes. And what's it gonna do with this other tree? It's gonna cruise right on top of it, I guess. All right, let's go take a look at what we got out here. Oh, the thing's way down here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna snag these 2, I guess. Just within the limit. I don't know if this is gonna work because of the way we have these logs, but I'm silly enough to try. Let's bring these in. So let's give that a shot now. Seems to be doing the job. Yeah, 2 years to grow those trees. Oh man, seems to be moving slow though. Yeah, we got stuck on that stump. Okay, so we're low over here. We only had 1,000 left. Good thing we just got there with that. JCB, this is the telehandler looks tiny. Look, I fixed the terrain. It's a little better. All right, we're gonna grab this one and then we're going to switch over to the new equipment. So it doesn't feel much different than the other one. I don't know if it was really worth the upgrade, and especially since we're really not going to be using these much moving forward. Oh yeah, that terrain's so much better. Okay, so this should get us about 14,000 liters, or 14,000 L, 15,000 L. We'll take that. But for the time being, we might, let's go ahead and put this at time 5 speed too. Might use this up here. So I am gonna stage it about right here, and then we'll get the truck in a better location, and let's make sure we're not running out. If we need to get some logs over here pretty quick, we should be fine. It's over 1,000 to go. I need to get the mulcher out here again. It's a decent idea of the size of these. So I think what we're gonna be able to do is cut these in half, but like, is this lined up pretty decent? So let's go ahead, come over here to about right here, open our menu, about 10 meters. We'll do 9 just to be safe. So we'll do that. We'll come over to this one, do about 9 meters. And I think we had one more tree out here. Could be crazy. Is this it? This is it right here. I probably am crazy, guys. Okay, let's make sure this is all unstrapped. So that's unstrapped now. I'll get the semi back when I need it. Let's hop in here. Oh, we're supposed to raise that first, weren't we? Oh yeah, climb up that hill at 4 miles an hour. Would have made a lot of sense to drive the trailer up here, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think I got the buttons situated. Now, if I understand this machine right, I should be able to just cruise about right here for this one log. And we can turn this way. Nice. Let's change the camera so we can see it better. And then twist a little bit. Oh, maybe we didn't get to the perfect spot. Grab it like that. Raise it on up. That looks high enough. And we can swing around. Oh, we can fit longer ones in here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then drop it like that. Not bad. Oh, we missed. I tried to do it blind. We missed. Do I got it? Do I got it? I got it. Not very good. Not very good. Oh, there's a lot left to that tree. I didn't realize that tree was that big. So let's see if this whole thing fits. Oh, it's dragging. Oh no, the other one's bugging us. Let's cut it down about right there. Oh no, that was a grave mistake. Guys, this is hilarious. Lower it a little bit more. Oh, we got a good grip on it this time. But you need to center the weight, right? Like, it's not really the ideal way to do it. So let's go ahead and let go of this thing. Oh, that might be about even now. There we go. Okay, so we got a good balance on it. So now let's get ourselves in a better position to put this thing oh, that's the wrong way. We're turned around. The log is just too big, isn't it? The silence is telling, guys. Oh, I missed. Now, I think the obvious thing already is this is taking longer for what we need. I didn't mean to grab both of those, but I'll take that glitch game. I'm sure I can get better at this. Right now, it feels very much like a waste of time compared to what we were doing. But we're gonna keep practicing. I'm gonna load this thing up, and we're gonna see how we feel about it. Let's do this real quick. And I think we're good there. Yeah, that was nice. Now we're on top of one. I think like everything else, we probably want to focus on the larger ones first for the bottom of our pile. Let's trying to get centered on this log. Let's go ahead and lower it now. Still didn't quite center it. She's a wobbling. But we'll get it. We'll get it there. Ooh. Why is it wanting to do that? That's weird. Why are you doing that? It's doing that on its own. Something's broken on my game real quick here. What stuck on my keyboard? We missed. All right, I feel like I'm fighting with the terrain more than I'm having success here. Interesting problem. All right, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit and find a process that I think is gonna work for me. Okay, I might be being really silly, but I wanted to give this a try and save money. So if we found a good spot that was flat, we could push these logs to it, but it's still not ideal. Not ideal. You know, like push it down to this flat area. and just push a bunch of logs down here. Oh, the momentum. Yeah, I still don't like that because this thing only moves 6 miles an hour. So that's not going to be ideal unless we can get all of them to the same spot. But I'm going to try this out for a little bit longer and see. Trying to save a little bit of cash instead of buying like a skidder, but we might have to do that. All right, so there's the rest of that log. If we can see if that'll work. Get it past the stump. Let the bucket lift it a little bit. Yeah, just push her. Push it real good. Yeah, that's not what the telehandler's for. I got another idea. Okay, I've been fighting around with these trees. I got a bunch of them prepped down here. Probably have a few that I could cut up still. Yeah, I got quite a few left to cut down. I'm trying to do like about 12 meters. I already got that one. Did we get this one? I don't think we got this one. We're gonna get these chopped up, move the trailer right there. We'll bring the equipment down here. I need to learn the name of it. I apologize. And then we're gonna pick these up one by one. But I think not fighting with the terrain, we use the winch to pull those down the hill. This is where the logger would have been nice if we could have got it to work right, but I wasn't about to fight with that thing dropping them all the time. And boy, this is taking a lot longer than our current process was. But this is all about learning, right? We're having fun. Lower it down, adjust the arm a little bit, and then close her up. And bring her on up and head on over to the vehicle and the trailer, you know, and do this like 30 times and we'll get the hang of it. Uh-oh, accidentally opened that. Now it's funny because you're not actually, or it's interesting. I shouldn't say it's funny, but it's interesting because we're not actually trying to get to the center of the log. We're trying to get to the center of the mass of the log. And that's why we're pretty much in the center, but we don't have it balancing perfect. So I'm starting to understand the physics and everything that go behind this. And oh my goodness, I haven't said it already, mad respect to real life loggers. 100% mad respect. Twist, oh, wrong way, right to there. Let's let it stop rocking. Nope, wrong way, I wanna go right here. And then I should just be able to do that. Not bad. Okay, so that 12 meters is just about perfect. Get those strapped in. Feeling a little better about it. I think that's not too bad for a first load here. Let's go see how well this does at the sawmill. And they might be out by now. It's already 1400 in April. A little more challenging than I thought it was going to be. But honestly, this is the type of equipment that's made me shy away from doing lumber. Oh, we're not going to stop in time. Oh, we did just in time. Okay, so we are missing materials. And now we have 11,000 from that. Oh, it didn't take all of it. That's why. Okay. The rest of this stuff. 21,000, not bad. We'll load the rest of it up. So that's the rest of them. I did slow down the time quite a bit because of my struggle. But let's head over to the other sawmill and see how many more we're gonna have to cut down. And for what we're doing, this process is just not the ideal process, I don't think. I mean, I could get a lot better at it, but efficiency wise, just pulling that full tree was the way to go, I think. Yeah. Okay, that got a decent amount, but I forgot to unstrap them again. So 12,000 and now 14,000. So we can get through the night as is. Let's get the rest of our equipment home because there's one other thing we want to do today. God, I feel somewhat defeated, guys. I just want to see. It says inputs wood chips. Let's find out. I want to expand this direction. I think we'll go about right. Oh, you know what would be easier if I just went like right here. Yeah, we're going to go right here. Okay, let's go check out this. What happened here? Oh, that sucks. I think we lost a bunch of our chips. It's been a rough episode for me. Whew. Okay, that's where we drop off the wood, dump in the wood chips. Where is the production button? Of course, I went the long way. There, it's by the front door. That's weird. We can make pellets. I love it. I love it. Okay, so we'll get 2,600 per time we pick these up with this bucket, which isn't bad. I think we got 1,000 in the other one, and we'll flatten out this road a little bit better, but let's get this going. Then we can do some maths and see. I guess the math doesn't really matter. We'll just have it as like a chore every month or two to just pick up all of the wood chips. And yeah, let's just bust that out, and then we'll turn on the production.
passion for something or someone that makes my world turn upside down. Wanna give it up for something or someone that's better than this. So don't be too offended, I had to leave. There's nothing in for me, no, I'm not fitting in. I packed my things to go. Am I being naive? But it's my choice to make. It's my new rebellious way. It's my new rebellious way.
I think this will be the last bucket. Crab walking a little bit there. Didn't mean to do that. Some of this is going to be a little bit more annoying to pick up because the terrain's not perfectly flat here, and it seems like buckets only work good on flat terrain, so the rest of that can stay for now. But let's go see what the grand total is. It was a lot of trips. You can see all of our lines on the ground from driving back and forth. Perfect. All right. What a crazy day. A little disappointed with myself, but we'll be all right. All right, we have 33,000 in here. Okay, so we're using 12,000 times 4, so that won't even be a full month worth. And it is a Y production, so having one going would be fine. And look at that, starting to use them. So this is also something where if we put wood in here, it would automatically make the wood chips to automatically make the pellets for us as well. And I wish distributing would work, but not bad. We got one last thing to do today. Give me a few minutes. We got a little organized. These buildings not being straight, but straight to the road drives me nuts, but it is what it is. See our new carpentry building, our sapling building. Well, we should have moved that in there too. And then our new shed. We're all organized, guys. We got a load pre-prepped. I loaded all that up with the telehandler a little bit ago, prepping for this episode, but I wanted to show somewhat of a dilemma that we have. Let's head on over here to our new production. We have our pellets being created. You can see in the information there, we have 54,000, gonna be 56,000 or 55,000 here in a moment, and we'll run out soon, but there's 55 pallets waiting for me. That's not necessarily the problem. Looking at our time-saving stock check, the pellets can be up to $5,800 per thousand, giving us a grand total of $346,000 if we waited till February to sell them all. That's a lot. So let's take a look at here what I think I'm gonna do to adjust this. Oh, look. Some decorations. That looks nice. Right now we're seeing 12,000 cycles a month, and the cost I don't really want to mess with because I was looking at the pellets or these pallets of pellets. You can see there is a ton here. There's 6 bags and seven rows of them, I guess. That's a lot, and each of these can go for like $15. Let's do some math. So that's 42 bags. If they sold, let's just say $15 each, that's only $630 per pallet. And it's giving us a lot more than that. I feel like there's maybe that's what we do. Maybe we adjust the price to remove a 0. Yeah, let me try that. Okay, that seems much more realistic. It's still a ton of pallets to move for that little bit of money. But I think what we'll do is probably get an auto loading trailer just for those, because that's a lot of work. And to be honest with you, I'm not about to load 55 pallets with forklift or with the telehandler. Yeah, we're not doing that. But yeah, the price looks a lot better, and let's see if I can show you real quick how I did that. Well, what I've done is I've extracted the pack packing facility mod here. And now it's extracted, so it is a folder I can mess with inside Visual Studio Code. There's a bunch of folders in here, but the big one that we care about is going to be under XML and new fill types. And so that's what we have opened up to the right here. And we went and found the fill type of pellets, and I changed it to 0.1 for the price per liter compared to what it was of 1.1. Even though it's a lot of pallets, they're pellets and pallets that's messing me up. Even though there's a lot of pallets to move, I feel like that money will be more realistic when the time comes. I mean, we're talking 630 per pellet, and now we have max price around 533. I might mess with it a little more to try to get it closer to 700 and then be satisfied with that. I could have taken advantage of it. We could have been millionaires pretty quick, but I wanted this to be some supplementary income and not necessarily like the way we made all our money in this series. Just a little too easy to make money with wood chips in that. 694, that's not bad. And I think I'm also going back to the other screen here. I'm going to change these modifiers to where they're more the same. So I think I might make them all the same as 12 months and have it at max price at all times. I could add a mod to remove the flexible times, but I think we'll just do it this way and that should be good. I need to learn more about the mods and I'll do that in FS25, but I do know enough to just, you know, be a little dangerous right now. So that'll be much better. We'll get a trailer for these very soon. But let's go ahead and hop in the semi and get the first selling event of the day done. Then we'll come get the planks, get the paper rolls, see where we're sitting financially. Oh, brake. I forgot the brakes are terrible. We're going to get 2 numbers there. Whoa, boy. The brakes aren't terrible. We're just pulling a lot of weight. So there's 38,000 that we got real quick. Let's loop around and we'll try to go a little slower into the selling location next time. Prices seem pretty good right now for these things. They don't fluctuate on this playthrough, so seems about right. Oh, there are some pallets on there too that we loaded. So 89,000 there. So we're sitting at $130,000. Let's go get the rest loaded up. And we're going to move through a decent amount of time in today's episode. All right, back at the job site here, just grabbing a pallet one at a time, turning around, placing it on the trailer. Mad respect. This is tedious work. Someone's got to do it. You know, and sometimes we get brave enough to stack 2 at a time. Go ahead and do that. And then we're just going to be real careful while we turn around here so we don't sling this thing off. That was a terrible approach, guys. Lift that high enough. We almost lost it. Almost lost it. Now, we don't have a ton to load on here, so I'm not going to be super careful about where I put them like I did with the other stuff. I really got a good load last time there, but there we go. There's 2 at a time. I've been strapping them in as I go because I don't want to knock any of them off, but we'll go ahead and speed this up. We got a lot to move through today. And I'm remembering we already got all the pallets on that side, so now we're just going to head over, grab the paper rolls, get them loaded. I don't think we could stack these on top of each other. I don't think that would be wise. We'll go ahead, sneak up here. Get the first one, take it over to the truck. Plenty of room for it. Almost lost it. Almost lost it. There we go. All right, one more to get. We don't have to be super careful about how this is lined up since it's the last thing going on this load. So that will do right there. We'll just park the telehandler in front of the paper company. We'll get that strapped in, and let's go make a little bit more cash. Alrighty, here we are. Got the brakes to work there. Oh, 2 numbers though. Weren't in far enough. So 27,000 plus a decent amount of paper. Not bad. There's the first one, second one, 54,000 for that. Going good. See, that doesn't bother me as much as 300,000 in one night would have from one of our productions. Maybe I went a little aggressive lowering the price, but that is what it is. So we're gonna head home now, get the mills all filled back up and make it June, rinse and repeat. I wanna get a little bit of cash before I do purchase. What I think we're gonna land on is our final setup for doing logging work. There might be small tweaks here and there moving forward, but I got a pretty good idea what I want. So the ProLiner auto load here, which has a couple different setups we can go with. I think we'll go with the Giants one. That's kind of fun. We'll do auto loading bale, it says, but it also shows the Euro pallets, which I'm hoping those do fall as. So we're going to go 30,000 for that. Basically make our money back today with all of the pellets we're going to sell. But let's go pick that up and see if that's going to work for us, because I think that'll be a nice way to transport them and get them sold. And we might play around with using that for some others too, because again, I play the way I enjoy playing. I try to add a little bit of realism for you guys, but also getting ready for some of these fancy mods to not exist in FS25. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a very different experience for me. And we're getting ready for it. I think very soon we're going to want to upgrade our semi as well, or get a second one. But this should put us back above $200,000. And it should be all prepped for the Euro pallets. And we'll go ahead and activate it, so when we pull right up, they should start auto-loading. And we'll get a custom one of these in 25, our own semi and trailer. That would be sweet. All right, let's see, moment of truth. Will these pallets, are they compatible? They seem to be compatible. Let's open the back so we can take a look at that. But the question's gonna be, 30,000 are gonna fit. That doesn't seem right. I think if we unload here and try again, let's see if we can get them to stack better. Did stack a little bit better. 31,000 now, but these ones, they messed up. But if we can do 30 at a time, that's not bad, but I think we might be able to do better. All right, 32, that's what we're gonna go with. Let's go sell this load and then come back for more. Oh, this will show me here. Yeah, 32 is the max. Or at least it says so right now. Kind of seeing where I need to add some roads too. All right, we should just be able to drive right up here and sell. Get a little view of what's going on. I think they're all in the selling location now. Yeah, 22,000 there. Already put us back above $200,000. Let's go get the rest. So it does say it should be able to hold 50 if they load correctly. That's nice. But we should be able to get away with it this way. Now, is that the rest of them? Nope, there they go. Now we got them. All right, let's strap them in. 27 more to sell. And that is our total that we thought we'd have. We'll need to make sure the production's shut off for now as well. It's kind of similar to the OP mod we were using in Whiskey RP, but trying not to take advantage of it as much as we did. That one didn't seem as OP, and that's why I didn't modify it. But this one was just, no way we should make almost 400,000 in one day. And we are playing on easy difficulty, and that probably ties into it a little bit. Yeah, I didn't think we're in good there. Should be able to get them all now. Some of those front ones. There they go. And this might put us close to 250. That would be nice. 224. All right, let's get home. Get some more wood loaded. All right, we need like a open shed for all of these things now. Now we're gonna try the log grappler here and see if that will work better for us. We will eventually probably buy a tree harvester, probably today. But picking them up, driving through our saplings there. Picking them up has been what I'm debating which method I like. And maybe a wheel loader or a front loader that has the bigger grappler on it that we can pick up like 6 at a time or more might be a long-term play. But I wanted to see if this feels better than the excavator that we're using. Okay. Still the same issue with weight, but that seems pretty good. So if we added the yarder back and figured out how to use that correctly, is this gonna lift high enough? Seems like it. Get that nice side view. The only thing is we aren't able to twist it and manipulate it the same way we are with that excavator. Go ahead and open up there. That's pretty slick. I do like that better. I feel like I have more control over it. I'm more familiar with the equipment. But this log looks like it needs cut one more time. Gonna open it up my menu. Do it a little shorter than 12. That seemed pushing it a little bit, but I just feel way more comfortable with this equipment than the other one. So this might be the play for us. Raised up real nice. Yeah, not bad at all. I dig it. All right, I'm gonna get a bunch of these loaded up for us if we don't get stuck, and go from there. Now, getting the tree harvester would be nice because we could do this all in like one step. Just set it to the exact size we want them, and then cut a bunch of these, and then we potentially could use the yarder to move them around. It's kind of what I'm thinking, but yeah, let's we'll jump into the future for you here in a minute. And just one more log, I believe. It might be two more that I want to load on this first load. Let's grab this one here. Yeah, I think this is the last piece. Ah, I didn't get it. The tall grass is messing with me. We got a good enough hold of it this time. Oh, is that going to be too long, though? Thought it was less than 12 meters, but we'll give it a shot here. Should be okay. Back away, don't roll off. We can shut this off for now. I think that'll do it for our first load. Pretty good. We'll go to one of the sawmills, see if it takes all of it, and go from there. We have 1,300, so we'll be able to see what happens here. 16,000. The rest of those didn't fall. Why? There they go. 16,000. Let's do it again. 30,000. And let's just, yeah, we'll just do this full load in here. That little piece. What's going on with that? It's like imaginary strap or something. Okay. Do a couple more loads. We should be good for the day. So how close does that get us to capacity, though? 75,000 is what it holds. We're going to deactivate that as well. I don't know if we'll get quite to where we want to put 75,000 in there, but 30 seems like a good number because then we can get through 2 months without doing any more cutting. So we'll do that one more time for the other sawmill, and then a third time for the paper factory, and then we'll make it June. Well, this thing worked great for getting all of those logs picked up and loaded, but I think it's time for the thing I've been looking forward to the most since I started this series. We're going to park this here. It still might help us a lot. I haven't decided yet because I haven't used this piece of equipment we're buying next, but it'll be there in case we need it. All right, at the store. Let's get this new piece of equipment with our $638,000. We're gonna go with the Ponce Cobra. It's a big price tag, $445,000. Oh, look at that thing move. We went with the biggest one. Go big or go home. Let's load this up and find a place in our forest to start harvesting. Oh, it fits like a glove. Fits like a glove. Get it all strapped in here. Make sure it doesn't fall while we're driving. Time to head back. Time to rinse and repeat what we've been doing, but with a new piece of equipment. I did mention we might have our finalized setup today. Well, I didn't realize we were going to spend $445,000 on this, so I don't know if we'll have enough to buy the rest of the pieces, but we'll be able to try this out. I definitely know I want to get 2 more semis at least. Another trailer like this, probably 3 more semis, possibly a yarder again, and maybe a wheel loader or a front loader, the bigger of the two. Oh, this is the thing I'm thinking about right here. Yeah, that might be one of our next purchases. With a big log grappler on front of it. I think we will finish doing like the outside of this first. Seems like a good place to leave it. The ramp is down. And before we get the rest of the equipment over here, I'm itching to try this out. Okay, there's some settings on here. I think what we want to do is probably change this to 12. 12 meters seems to be what really works for us. So we'll go ahead and unfold the harvester now. Oh man, okay, so now let's see what the joystick does. Okay, that's interesting. Twist it, twist like that. Hold this down and it raises it. Okay, perfect. So we can just back right up to this guy, get it as low as we need it, and then figure out how to do it. Figure it out. B. Okay, so it's on now. And I think if we, nope, that was the wrong button. Switch this, nope. Switch this. Turn my angle this way, I might be able to see a little better. Oh yeah, we're still far away from it. I don't know if red's good. Is red good? Align harvester with tree. Tree's too thick. This is the biggest one we have. What do you mean it's too thick? The most expensive harvester can't harvest the trees that we have, huh? Is this one gonna be too thick too? What is this machine for then? Oh my goodness. Okay. And we have pretty much all the big boys. Well, that's disappointing. Let's see if it tells us some information. 64 meters. This one is 71 meters. Okay. This one is up to 70. This guy does 58. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do now is switch this up 80 meters. This is probably the one we want. Okay, we've given ourselves a refund for that, and we'll go ahead and purchase the other one. We'll give this one a shot. The H21D. It's pretty sweet from the cab view too. So we'll go ahead and change it to 12 while we're driving over there. Oh, that's a cool camera view. I kind of like it being in the front better than in the rear anyways, so I think this was a smart move. Yep, I should have drove the semi over and got us, but we're almost there. But yeah, so this will be handy. Yeah, I don't know. We might do it with that camera angle. I'm not sure yet. Let's get a little lower, and hopefully this works. Okay, I saw a different color, which I think that means that it's good. Okay, so we aligned it. Now we hit X. Oh, okay, what's next? Oh, I didn't want to do that yet. Awkward. Yeah, I guess we'll just cut this one in place then. And that's where those ones are gonna live. I want to be a little bit better about organizing our piles. But honestly, you're witnessing the first time with me using this piece of equipment. Let's go ahead and get that all lined up. Give it a cut. And then I believe we want to lose it a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. Probably lift the arm, huh? Yeah, that's a little better. Then we can move on over here. You know, the stump's in the way, but we can take care of that later. I gotta get my buttons memorized. There we go. That's about where I want it. And just kind of cut it away. What a glorious process. And that'll flip back the way it's supposed to be. Oh man, I can already see this going faster because of the harvester. Okay, go ahead and align everything. Turn about right here. As long as these are somewhat in the same area as each other, I'll be happy with it. Leaving some taller stumps than I'm used to, but that'll work. All right, we'll get a good amount of these trees cut. Man, this will be so much fun multiplayer. So we're gonna go pull this over to the side, bring this bad boy over. 6 miles an hour. Pick some of those up, and we got to get the logger trailer over there as well. I doubt it, but I wonder if I could get good enough to just load from the harvester directly onto the logging trailer. I mean, oops. I guess that worked in our advantage. Didn't mean to do that, but I think that'll be a good spot. Yeah, let's turn this back this way. And we'll try to do as little driving as possible, but still got to do it. We still got to do it until we figure out an amazing way to do this. All right, now I want to turn the camera a little bit. That should be good right there. Oh, no, wrong button. Okay, which one was it? Which one was it? There it is. And then I technically should be able to bring the arm in. Now lower the arm. Can it? Will it do this? Will it? Not great. Not so much. I don't understand what this is stuck on right now. Is this really strapped in? Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Oh, I was gonna leave that all out of the video, but not now. That's too humorous. Can you lock the arm in place? Or the hand, I guess I should call it. I didn't have this much problems with the tractor. Okay, that was a nice little bit of luck there. Almost have this cleaned out enough to be a little easier to work on. But yeah, stacking these neatly to begin with, I think would be real beneficial. Okay, that seems pretty good. Twist. Oh, too much, too much. Are we actually over it? No. There we go. All right. Bust this out. We'll get a bunch of it done. And we'll rejoin you. Just wanted to try this out again. This is on somewhat of a hill, so we might just lose our log. But I definitely feel like I like this better, so I think I would like the front loader or the wheel loader. I always get them mixed up a little bit better. I guess we have a front loader on this. The wheel loader is what I'm talking about. Especially for these smaller ones, this is just perfect. All right, we don't have those ones gripped very well, but try not to turn too fast and give this another shot. Get a little bit closer to the right here, or further to the right. We'll let them roll off. Not the best right there. See if I can just bump this one over just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, not too bad. I do prefer this, I believe. Just more familiar with driving it in the controls. And just taking a little peek. Looks like we got just this small one right over by the right there. Not a bad first load. It looks good too. All the same length. It's definitely be enough for one day for one of the sawmills. We'll see how much this is. But I think the Volvo might get sold soon, and this process might work good for us, but having a yarder might be even better. We need more money though, so we'll get through a couple more months before we buy more things, but we'll drop off this load just so you guys can see how well we did, but I think that's what we're gonna call this episode. Got all the goals done that I wanted to get done. That's kind of how I'm running these episodes. Getting the harvester was the goal today. All right, let's see. So we have 2,000 left in here. Do the little trick to get these to drop. And that's not bad. That's already loaded up for 2 months worth. Okay, doesn't want to take that one. There we go. Pretty awesome stuff. This is where I'm going to leave you guys. We'll pick up with harvesting some more trees next episode. And buying more equipment, maybe some more sheds, decorating this area out. But I think we might start seeing that dollar amount continue to go up instead of spending moving forward. Welcome back to the Lumberjack Challenge. Today we're going to mix it up and get a few more productions, and well, we're gonna start doing a little bit of field work. You'll see in a minute, but you see they got these planks here, we got the long wood beams, we got the long planks, and also we should have some paper over here. Yeah, we got a couple things of paper and plenty of pellets being produced. That's all the things that we've been producing so far, but these items we have been just selling them instead of taking advantage of some of the other productions that we have available to us. So today we're gonna mix that up and change it a little bit, but I need around $400,000 to do everything that I want to do today. Let's head on over to the site where we're last cutting down trees, because most of our equipment's over there, and talk about how we're going to achieve our goals of buying new productions and turning our goods into new products today. So I did decide that we're gonna stick with the old blue harvester over there and get rid of the Volvo. I did look at the options for reconfiguring this into a harvester, and this one will do up to 71 meters of logs. It's the other Volvo that will do even more. And since we don't have that one, I think we'll go with keeping the other harvester. So that's the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna take this to the store. We're gonna get it sold because we do not need it anymore. Get it all strapped in there, raise the ramps. Let's go see how much money this can bring us and probably buy the two things that I need to buy production-wise for today's goals. Don't flip, don't flip. It flipped. All right, let's see if we can sneak in here and just sell this right off the trailer. We can. All right, so we'll repair it and that'll give us 223. If we repaint it, it jumps up, gives us another couple grand there. No, make sure we're clicking on the right thing. There we go. Now we're sitting at $391,000. It gives me really close to the dollar amount that I want to be at. But let's jump over here real quick and start jumping into the sky. And first we're gonna go into productions and we're gonna build a factory here. And the one that I want is from the Platinum Edition or expansion, and it is called the Pet Accessory Factory. So let's see what it looks like. Oh, here's the front. Yeah, natural pet comforts. Let's give it a little bit of space away from our shed there, but right there it'll go. And let's go ahead and take a look at that production. We'll do some detailing on it later on. So now we can make bird houses with long planks, and we can make cat houses with long planks and wool, or we can make dog houses with just long planks. So long planks are definitely going to be a priority so far, but I do want to make all three of these, and it is a Y production, so we will have to split our desires or our priorities on what we want to make. And you know, maybe let's dive a little more into this. Let's go look at these three items and see what they sell for. So we will start with the cat tree, and the cat trees do peak at around $10,000. Is the chair from this one? I'm already drawing a blank. It would be the birdhouse would be next. And then we have the birdhouse up here, which is about 4,600, and then the doghouse is 7,400. So the cat tree, it's definitely the big item. And what's interesting about that is it takes the same amount of wood as the doghouse and gives us a couple more grand because of the wool. Let's jump back into the air now. And I think I'm gonna come over right here by the barn, and we're gonna hit animals, sheep, and we're gonna go with a $51,000 variety here. And I think I wanna turn it, yeah, we'll turn it this way and place it about right there. And I think that will do good for our sheep enclosure. What good is an enclosure without any sheep in it? So let's head on over here, see how much money these sheep are gonna cost us. Those nice heaters for them, keep them warm. And we're gonna have to get them food. So I think what we'll do, I do want to just get the price in my head though. And it doesn't matter which ones we go with, but we are gonna want to go with the closer to adult age where they already hit puberty. So $400, so $538 to be clear there, because the fee, unless we went and bought an animal trailer, but we'll do probably the delivery fee. And if we got 10 today, that would be, you know, add a zero, $5,380. So how are we gonna get them food? So if we look at this one, I believe it takes hay or grass, but we'll definitely want hay because we want them to produce as much wool as possible. Let's head back to the store. Let's take a look at some items that we're gonna wanna buy to make this happen. First thing I wanna look at is, well, let's go into our store here. We do have this mower. We can reconfigure it to cut the grass for us. And yeah, I know it's not traditionally for making hay, but we're gonna do that in our playthrough. I'm gonna go with the Pottinger. The HIT 16.18T gives us 17 meters in width for tedding. So we'll go ahead and get that purchased. We'll go into the windrowers, and we're gonna go with the Kuhn GA15, 131, which is 14.7 meters to make our swaths. That leaves us $218,000. Let's go ahead and take a look at balers, and keep in mind that we still need some money for the sheep. But I do think I'm gonna go with the big baler 1290 high density New Holland agriculture baler with the Michelin tires. Oh, look at the US version. I wish the whole thing would change, but we will stick with the standard version. Not too bad. Lots of equipment over here, but what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take the semi home. Oh, where'd the rest of it go? Why did it not purchase the other two? Okay, that's why we didn't have, okay, what happened there? Windrower. I didn't think we were gonna have enough money, but we'll go ahead and buy this one. Fetch at the shop. And then we have $156,000 left. So I do want that baler. So we'll have to fund some money for it. But I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this home because we're just gonna use the JCB to bring everything back. So we're about, $80,000 short. So I think what we'll do is we'll get all our pellets maybe, or the paper. All the pellets would probably do us good. So let's go ahead and hook up to the other semi, get all the pellets, we'll get those sold, and then see if we have enough for that baler. Not gonna be a ton of farming. I'm just gonna cut the grass whenever we need food for the sheep. But I'm definitely going to start looking at these productions as we expand, and there'll be a lot more that we do in the next few weeks. And if there's farm equipment or farm crop types that we need for them, we might just do it. But I figured cutting the grass every once in a while in all of this wide open area that we have, not planting grass ourselves, but just cutting the existing areas, would be more than enough for what we're trying to do. All right, let's go get the pallets of the pellets and get them sold. We're gonna try to get 50 in here. We're gonna see how this plays today. We're gonna try. All right, let's activate it. And they just load too fast, I think, is what the problem is. Yeah, we got 31. I'm gonna try to trick it, and I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna unload them here, and then I'm gonna see if this will just reload them cleanly, which it looked like it did, and then we should be able to back up. Slowly get a couple more to add. 33 now. All right, now I'm just a madman. I'm gonna try to get this to work. I want the whole 50. All right, selling away. We ended up with 33 on the first trip and $20,000 there. We're super close. Hopefully the rest of these will give us enough. We could sell some of the planks and long beams if we need to, because we don't have a production that call for them yet. But I do want to start saving this material for these new productions we're going to buy, so that we can just really start maximizing our money from the sawmill. And potentially later on, we're gonna consolidate just to one larger sawmill as well. I grab a few planks too, just to make sure we do have that dollar amount we're looking for. Yeah, because that's all of them now, and if we lock them in place, it's 28. So that'll get us close to 20,000 more, which would get us the dollar amount, but we still need to buy sheep as well, and good gosh, why does it keep zooming in like that? I think we'll sneak through right. Not a good approach there, Chris. And we'll loop around and grab as many of these as it lets us with the auto loader. Just one, huh? We're gonna get a little more than that. Let's go ahead and unload these, reload them. Auto loading fun. And see what else it lets us grab here. All right, 4 should do it financially. And we'll sell the rest later if we need to. 28,000 pellets and 4,000 planks. And we should still have more wood chips because I did move everything before I slept in July. So there should be some more being produced, and yeah, just a little bit more that we could move later on if we wanted to as well. All right, hopefully this puts us a little bit pretty close to 200,000 is what I'm hoping. 11,000 so far. I think we're definitely going to get over that 200,000 mark. That'll give us plenty of budget to buy sheep. There we go. 22,000 or yeah, about 22,000 more. We'll go in here just to get everything purchased. There's the baler. I guess we did have enough money. I was thinking it was 185 for some reason, but we got 50,000 left over, plenty for sheep and a little bit of cash in hand. Next thing we're going to do is get this home Check on the sawmills and see if we need to prioritize those. I think I gave it 2 months worth of supplies, so we might not have to do any woodwork in August other than moving pallets around. And next we're gonna drop off the winch here. If I can get my angle right here on the camera. There we go. And get this John Deere mower picked up, because we got to go reconfigure it to what we need it to be. There we go. Swing over here, take it to the store, get it reconfigured. Then we'll figure out exactly where we want to cut a bunch of grass to get our first bit of hay for the sheep, and then we'll buy some sheep. All right, I heard the zone click there. So we should be able to just reconfigure this now. Customize. We want mulcher as no. Light system would be kind of cool. There we go. Cost us no money. We'll just have to attach to it. All right, let's go cut some grass. Now, wouldn't having spray paint be awesome to just like spray these things, whatever color we want? But I think we're gonna go closer to the sheep enclosure so that we don't have to move the bales as far. I was gonna cut right here, but I think we will just do this side. Yeah, let's go ahead and lower it here. Turned on. Some nice grass coming down there. I'm excited to see how big that tedder is in the windrower. Those are going to be awesome to use. It's nice to get some funding before buying this type of equipment for once. But like I said, we won't go crazy with the farming. Stick to logging, but wanted this production and it needs wool, so we're gonna get some wool. Phase 1 is done. We'll go ahead and put the mower away for now, and hopefully this is plenty of grass for a while. I don't want to cut every month, so we'll learn a little bit and then we'll do a big cutting session if we need to, but yeah, definitely want to get back to the logging, and we'll just supplement this every once in a while when we need to. There we go right there. All right, let's go get the tedder. Let's get that lowered and turned on. Even at 9 miles an hour, this is not going to take long at all. Time to row it so that we can then bale it, and then we'll get back to logging. We're almost done with this phase, guys. The turnout that we've had viewership wise for this series has been awesome. I think my enjoyment of doing this series too is lining up really well with the viewership, so it's always nice when that happens. Definitely helps to add to that excitement of hitting the record button. I'll go ahead and close those so they're not open. There we go. We'll drive around like that. But yeah, definitely adds to the excitement of hitting the record button when it's something that I'm really enjoying doing and you guys are also enjoying seeing it. So keep the feedback coming, keep the help coming. It feels like a collaborative series at this point. It's been awesome. Multi-layered. I believe the front ones are wider. Yeah, it makes sense. Turn it into a nice V to then turn into a swath. Those back ones lowered as well and activated. The circle-shaped field is throwing me off a little bit. Need to just do some straight ups and downs for Chris's brain to catch back up. And that should be the last one we do here too. Whoa, 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 that was not the right control button. I'm having an issue with my steering wheel where the brake pedal sensitivity isn't very good. And I lean on the keyboard way too much for it. Silliness. Oh, okay, we will do one more turnaround here. And I'm hoping this is like 4 or 5 bales. I'm going to do the biggest ones that we can on that baler that we bought. But I'm hoping that this is only a couple bales that are just huge. Let's go ahead and lower it there. I mean, hoping and being realistic at the same time, because we could hope for a lot more than what we're getting, you know, with like 100 bales out of it. It's just not going to happen. Oh, the colors are just off enough for it not to be a beautiful, perfect match. I don't know how, if that comes across on YouTube. I mean, it looks so similar of a color, but it is slightly a little more orange, I think you would say, in the JCB yellow than there is in the New Holland yellow. Yeah, just a hint of orange I see. Yeah, this is a big boy. Let's look at the configuration here. We want to make sure, just hit L. Yeah, the 240s are the ones that we're going to want to make. And I might regret that if we get like, you know, 60% of the second bale or something like that at the end. Go ahead and get it lowered and cruise on. Get a little better angle for baling. Well, let's get a few straw bales here. Straw bales, they're hay bales. Goofball. Can I make this turn and actually pick it all up? I've been struggling on the turns, and I think it's because of the way the JCB turns a little bit, but those are excuses. That is the 4th bale already, so I think we're gonna possibly get 6, which should get us plenty of hay for a while, which is ideal. Absolutely ideal result for cutting some grass that's just growing naturally and it's not fertilized or anything. And that should be 6. I think it'll say 4 up here, but we'll unload 2 of them. And working on bale number 7, but I don't think we're going to get there. We are going to get at that funny 33% number-ish when we're done here. But yeah, more than enough hay for quite some time. Okay, let's shut that off and go ahead and unload those. They can go, I could have gone closer, but they can go anywhere. Get that one off of there as well. Go ahead and fold it up. Yeah, 40% of the next bale, and we have 6 completed bales. So that's pretty good day's work there for our first hay cutting session of the Lumberjack Challenge, which is kind of funny to say. Yeah, I thought we had room in that bay. Go ahead and try to crank it over, and then we'll correct, and we should be good. All right. The next thing I want to do is switch over to the telehandler. And we have the pallet forks on here already, which we're going to use as our bale spikes. Oh, use steering wheel dummy. And we'll get a bale close by. We won't be able to actually feed them until we buy the sheep. So we'll get one close to the enclosure. We'll get this one that's the furthest. Probably grab both of these actually. Go ahead and lower onto this and change your angle so you can see what you're doing. There we go. Chris trying to be smooth, and it failed. All right, so there's one. So 8,000 liters per bale. That's gonna do well. We got a lot out here. It's like 6,400 or 1,000. All right, there looks good. Just a hair lower, and then we should be able to drop and grab both of these. Tilt it a little bit just to make it a little safer. Yeah, and we'll get this 16,000 ready for the sheep. And I am gonna probably move all of them over here today just to make sure we have it all as a nice visual. So when we see that there's no more bales or that there's one left, we could make that our indicator that it's time to cut more grass. Let's try to do this. Yeah, and just slide it a little better. There we go. And we'll jump out right here. And let's go ahead, and we have 25 that we can buy. So let's buy, I can't do math. We'll do 8 here. We'll do 8. Oh, there's more types than I thought. We'll do 8 here and 8. And then we'll get 1 of the brown, I guess, just to mix it up. So we have 25 sheep to produce us as much wool as possible, and 4,500 seems like what it took. Okay, should be pretty good. Let's double check here in the animal thing. Yeah, and so as we start progressing, their health will increase and they will start producing wool for us. But I'm gonna get these other 4 bales moved over here pretty quickly, and then we'll get back to logging finally. It's so crazy, like I've avoided doing a lot of this work on Farming Simulator just due to the time it takes, and I missed out on getting a lot better at it by just practicing. I don't know if I needed practice or just this is the right vehicle for me. I just feel comfortable, really comfortable doing bale work and pallet work in this JCB telehandler. Makes me kind of regret not doing a lot more of this earlier on. FS25 is going to be awesome, guys. Those, let's grab a hold of those, get them far enough over so they have better shot at being in the food trigger later on. Okay, So with 6 bales there, we should be set for a good amount of time. I do want to go and grab some long planks with this and take it over to the pet accessories building. And we're gonna probably, while we wait for some wool, we'll activate those other productions because it'll be nice to just make a little bit more money off of that. And I believe it was long planks. So I think I'll grab 2 right now from this one, and we'll see how much it takes over there to just get it populated. But since it is a Y production, Y and not an I production, or a parallel production, I should say, that's gonna, dictate what we produce over there, because I am gonna want the ones that are going to bring us in the most amount of money and not necessarily just like all of them so that we have it. We're going to make some business decisions with that. So that took 2,000. The pellets, we'll shut that off for now. And then let's look at this. Birdhouses was 150 makes 200, 90 takes 95. I am going to go with the dog houses for now. And we're going to change all of these to spawning just so we don't have to later. Okay, we'll go ahead and, I wanted to see, it could hold up to 20,000, but we're not going to need 20,000, but we are going to start running this as productions and like a business. And we're not going to just sell these. Oh, let's get that log moved. We're not going to just sell these because we want to make money. We're like actually worried about our stock, and if we keep a good stock of all the items that we need in the productions, then there could be a month where we don't have to run the sawmill because we know our productions aren't going to produce as much, and save money that way on production costs, but you also lose out on potential income. So, give or take there on how to run the business, and constantly expanding is really the focus on this. Probably expanding a little quicker than I would if the game's cycle wasn't coming to an end, but it's going pretty good. But I'm gonna get all of these long planks moved over, and then we'll start cutting down some trees. Oh, this is just marvelous. If I can do this without dropping these. Oh, I knew I turned too fast there. I jerked the wheel a little too much there. All right, just steady does it. Take all 4,000 of these over at once. And the terrain that I haven't fixed messed us up again. Haha. Oh, we tried. A for effort. And the last 2 heading on over. That'll give us 10,000 liters of long planks to get a good start with the pet production. And we'll have to keep in mind that we're going to want other productions that are going to need long planks as well. And just lower these a little bit. And there we go. And I don't think we need to actually sell anything this month. So I think what I will do now is take a look here. Yeah, we have 14,000 here because we don't actually need the money. So, I mean, there's no reason to actually sell it. We can let this stuff build up a little bit more. $37,000. Let's look at a few things. So the long-term sawmill that I was talking about, let's go ahead and go to factories and I'll show you that. And it's probably going to go out here. It is the one I used in Whiskey RP, and we will face it this direction up here. We're going to do a lot of flattening out of the land and make it a nice approach for everything over here. Make it look like a good production area when we do that. But that's going to be our long-term sawmill, and I'm probably going to be doing that next episode. So 150,000 for that. I did want to look into a couple other factories here. We could make pallets that need trees, but I want to shy away from that. I want to get to the productions that need some of the things that we've already made, like the wood turner, which could take long planks or trees. So we want to find one that can take the different planks, but I'm just seeing the long planks, it looks like, which, I guess we can change our production focus to just be long planks. Like, is wood beams something that you just sell? I can't believe planks doesn't go to anything. I swear planks used to. Oh, here we go. The flooring factory. And then the furniture factory, regular planks go to. Okay, and the barrel factory. So that's another thing that I do want to look into, is possibly mining as well. We'll see. We will see. Factory. All right, so the next thing I do want to buy after the sawmill is going to be probably the flooring factory or the furniture factory. All right, so $250,000 is what we're going to want to get to for those next phase of this operation. So let's go ahead and head back out. And we're going to need more wood because that's how we're going to make more products. We're going to see really fast how much we were relying on the winch for the rear weight. Let's see. Do want to get a few of these loaded up today. Trying to remember. There we go. And we did like overdo it last, or off camera. I did overdo it with the cutting these down. So we'll see if I can actually get under this one or bring it back. Then we'll grapple it, raise it up. Let's turn the angle just a hair. Okay, so we're off just a beat there. Oh, I always get the buttons confused. I want my angle right here. And now I want to be able to raise this again. Okay, so we're going to back up, start using the steering wheel and cruise on in. And that should allow us to now straight, if we get high enough, and just drop her in, please. Please and thank you. Get this back down and try to bring it in. Gosh, the truck's moving, or the semi's moving too much. I was hoping it would be stationary and we weren't actually too strong to do that. Grapple down on that and see if I got a hold of anything. Did we really? Okay, it's bouncing a lot. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I think we're good if we just back up. This is where the weight's going to be questionable. The JCB can handle it. What a beast. There, we're open, and we'll tip it, open it more. Shake the little guy off, please. Beautiful process. I believe we got one more tree that was prepped for us, or by me, for us, for this episode. Okay, let's go back to the other approach. We're not doing the pushing them. There we go. There we go. You got two again. All right. Some luck. Oh, yep. The weight would be nice. Get that rear weight back on it. Go about right there. Undo and tip at the same time. And we're going to have to go push that one. Okay. Should just be able to sneak up here and bop it a little bit. Didn't bop it. We didn't bop it. Bop it. Bop it. There we go. And for good measure, we could go on the other side and push it in farther, but without the semi connected, I don't know if it's going to cooperate that well for that. Okay. That should leave us just this. Close it on up. Tipper. Glorious. There's another tree. There's another tree. Okay. Guess I could have tipped first. Not bad. But I do think at this point I'll come in here and strap that. And I did remember there's one more tree that I cut down. You can see it on just the other side of the harvester. Oh, yeah, we got to start taking care of the stumps over here. They're going to start getting in the way. Okay. Oh, got my buttons confused. And down. That should be good. Really getting the hang of this, guys. What a blast it's been. Didn't think this would be the way I would end FS24, or 24, FS22, but it's happening. Oh, we completely just botched that one. Okay, try that again. Go like that. Okay, not too bad. Let's see if we can sneak in two of them here. Did not. That's okay. And open. Open sesame. Fantastic, man. Man, oh man. All right, just one of these small little guys over here to pick up, and we will be done with what we've had prepped already. Yeah, these ones are a little bit of a pain. Just barely holding on. Let's see if we can trick this. That backfired. All right, what's the weight on here? Yeah, I thought so. We can pick this up. We'll just do it ourselves on this little guy. Not the best load that I've done. Actually, one of the worst. Can't pull it with this. All right, I'm gonna get this in a different location. I do want to get a complete load here before we go in. So I think we'll start heading down, yeah, to the bottom on this side. Guess we could have finished right there, but I was already heading this way before I thought through my thought. So I think we'll pull over about right here. Yeah, that entire forest we do own, so we're going to take care of all of these. And of course, that means our 13 miles an hour is going to have to drive far. It's all right. Let's go ahead and get this thing unfolded, though. What already was. I was being silly. Okay, I have been messing around with this angle here. Go ahead and lower it a little bit. It's kind of a cool little angle for doing the logging work. All right, now we can hold O, and that'll get it in the right spot for us. It's going way up. What is it doing? Uh-oh. All right, I was gonna say, I'm not sure what that was doing there. All right, now if I just turn this way just a hair, shift back like, oh, no. Being a doofus. I was trying to turn the camera. I was doing all kinds of weirdness there. Okay, so if I can come around this way, like about there, and lower to there. Now if I just go like this, these should be pretty easy to put in. The problem is, when I get to the next one, I struggle finding the same location. But let's do this. Let's see if we can do it. And we're gonna grab this one next. A little too low. And O is just like going up, and it's not stopping. So we're just gonna wonder what it's doing. It's like not doing. Okay, we're gonna raise it up a little bit. And we're gonna try to go to the exact spot, but this is, like I said, this is where I've been struggling. Maybe if I give myself the best start here by, yep, okay. Nope, I want the camera, there we go. All right there. Now we'll switch back to the joystick and try to turn this like I did last time. I keep turning, raise up a little. That's not gonna help. Let's turn a little bit less. And that's not gonna do it either. Yeah, this is the hardest part for me, is making this decision. But I think we got it pretty close here. If I just turn like that, actually, if I do this just a hair more and then forward, okay. Now we're just fighting with ourselves. And if I raise it, there we go. I like it. Oh, I didn't know it was angled towards there like that. Oh, that's a disaster. Oh, that's funny. Haha, the pains of logging. All right, let's get that should be good to finish the load. Let's go get the JCB. Theoretically, we did this. That makes our job a little harder by messing up like that. Okay, let's get that angle we like. I think I need to zoom in a little bit more. I think that might help a ton. I get stuck side zoom a lot, or that far zoom. Back up. Okay, now I'll turn like that. Okay, not bad. Go ahead and get this finished loaded and figure out exactly where it needs to go priority-wise. I think I might go to the paper factory first, then go from there. No way that just happened. Oh, are you kidding me? I was being fancy trying to do like a cool time lapse for you guys, and then yeah. Now let's see if we can grapple it or trick it and convince it. I'll use super strength if I have to, but that's hilarious. Kinda. Yeah. Okay. That's where I feel bad for console players, because like I'm trying to stay true to this playthrough, but that was a little much for me. When I usually break when physics breaks like that, like it wouldn't have slipped out of the grappler there. That would have been probably a pretty bad catastrophe for the tractor in real life, you know, to be honest. Now I'm curious if I can get both of these in one go. Let's adjust that angle a little bit. Now, oops. Gosh, Chris, should be able to do that. They're skinnier, but I don't know if I can sneak under this one because of the terrain, but oh, that might work. No, don't push it more. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh, terrain. We might have to go, yeah, we'll have to go to the other side. And let it out. All right, I'm curious to see if we can just pick up this one. We can. Okay, it's always 122 meters, or 122 kilograms. But we just can't grip it well, apparently. Throw it on there and strap it. Shut off the JCB for now. And let's head to the paper factory. Actually, we'll hop into the productions and see who needs it the most. Furniture, I mean, we could make furniture, technically, with planks. So we'll do that. We'll get that going. It is a Y production, which is fine. We're fine with that there. And then here, okay, so this is where we want 14,000 there, 13,000 there, and then the paper factory, we still have 7,000. So yep, we'll go to the paper factory next. All right, we have arrived. And unstrap those so they deposit a little bit better. 28,000, so this place is almost full, but I do want to get that other production going while we're sitting here. Diversify. All right, let's see about these. Oh. Well, we already have, you know, having that we have, since we have a production that does take the pallets, we might think twice about which one we're gonna do next, because I would like to find something. I'm gonna try to find something that uses long beams on the internets, but I don't know what that would be, because that seems like it might be a final product for going to like a shipyard or a lumber yard, right? Like, so we're producing stuff and we're selling to the lumber yard to then sell to the consumer. So maybe that is all that we do with the long beams. But let me know if you guys know of any good mods for that, and I will be on the lookout myself as well. Struggling with these planks though. There we go. It does feel nice to start diversifying, and of course we went from the furthest one, but I did want to get this just up and running, and then we'll do a little bit of a little speed run of moving all these pallets. There we go. Yeah, and then we could go from wood, but I want to prevent that. So we're going from the planks, and it's going to also give us wood chips that then will give us pellets. So this is actually ideal situation here. Let's change this to spawning, and we'll make it a priority to start making furniture. Did we check on that price earlier? Yeah, furniture peaks at 6,400 in July, so we just missed the peak for that, but that should be okay. All right, I'm gonna get the rest of the planks moved over here, because that's definitely a little bit more money than the planks bring us, so I think quite a bit, isn't it? Oh, 2,000. Yeah, so it's give or take the same because of the production costs and the lost, you know, not 1-to-1 when it comes to planks to furniture. So I don't know. I think it's more fun this way though, to use the productions instead of just, you know, drop wood, make pallets, sell pallets. It's just a lot of the same, right? So this mixes it up a little bit more, a little more fun. There's that reverse pedal not working. All right, I feel like I've done a lot of yapping. Get these moved over and we'll move on. I was wondering if we're gonna get to see furniture before this episode's over, and we absolutely are. They look like it's IKEA, apparently, that we're making furniture for, something similar to that. All right. Pretty fancy, but we do have 11,000, or it was 12,000 planks, I believe, that we moved over here, and it's made some furniture from it already. Pretty nice. Everything is satisfied for the month. I think I am gonna do a little bit of selling of some goods that we know we're gonna sell. That was redundant. To end the episode. All right, since we don't know of a production yet that we're gonna use for the long beams, we're gonna go ahead and sell these. I should be able to fit 4 on here at a time, or in each row. Come on, give me my forks back. There we go. That terrain change, always the terrain change that gets me. Let's go ahead and make sure this is strapped. Please let me just do it. Okay. Gosh, game. Just sometimes, guys. In the last pallet, we're gonna load. Man, I'm loving this JCB telehandler. I can't say it enough. I feel like an actual, like, operator right now. The steering wheel joystick is just, I think that was a mistake I made earlier, was I was doing keyboard, mouse, and joystick. On this series, I haven't been using the steering wheel a lot because I haven't been doing a ton of driving. So I think that was a big difference tonight. Hooking up that steering wheel felt great. Okay, we can switch to the bucket later and get those wood chips moved around, but let's go ahead and hop in here. Make sure everything's strapped in, accidentally shut it off. Go sell 8,000 wood beams and 2,800 paper. Well, I don't think the front ones are actually calculated, so I think it is 5,600 paper. All right, and here we are. I think I cut the corner about right. Oh, is that top one not gonna sell? That's a pain. Pain in the booty. It might have been close to being sold. Let's see. Yeah, it was. Okay. 125,000 bucks, 126 almost. Puts us at 161. So it seems that next episode we might be able to start that next phase that I want to do of getting the new sawmill up and running, the single sawmill. I want to double check though that will actually produce enough goods for us in 1 month, or if we're going to need 2 of those big guys. If not, I might modify the settings to get it to what I want, to be honest with you. It's a huge facility. It should be able to produce twice as much of what one of these were producing. I'm gonna get everything set up to start cutting some trees down right away at the beginning of September. And hopefully we'll see some of those dog houses soon too. Not one yet, but that is an actual in-game production by Giants, so they typically don't allow or have productions that just instantly spawn pallets. You know, you gotta actually wait for the time for the production to do the thing, which I do respect. It is fun to be able to see the furniture get produced as fast as it did in that mod, though. Welcome back to the Lumberjack Challenge. I've been getting everything prepared for this episode, moving the supplies, setting the trailer up. It's over at the selling location right now, but I was extremely distracted by the dog houses. Check them out. They look so cool. This might be my favorite production in FS22. I thought they'd be boxed up and we would have to then maybe ship them and people would assemble them themselves, but these are sweet. And these must be for rich people. You can see they're $7,400 each. We're gonna make a lot of money off of dog houses. But today we need some funding. I have a few ideas that I want to try out, and I want to kind of mimic that we have managers at some of the productions. We're gonna get some auto-loading trailers that are gonna auto-load the pallets so that I don't have to do them every single time, and I think that'll be a lot better of a way of doing things. Well, that being said, let's take our new semi and trailer over to the pellet production and get it all set up. So we should just be able to pull up here and start auto-loading these, and as they spawn, they should also auto-load into the trailer. We can even have the truck shut off. The main reason why I'm doing this, I'm trying to balance what I'm finding fun and what I'm finding redundant. And some of these jobs we just do so many times that I wanted to have something a little bit different and be able to really focus on expanding to new productions and get these things loaded when I need to and then just go sell them. So we're kind of automating that we have a manager there. We're not going to be able to afford the one for the dog houses yet because we only have $68,000, but it's a start. And next, I want to sell the doghouses. I want to see how much money we're going to get from 1 day of production from it. So I'm going to get them loaded up on the trailer. I don't think it'll be enough funding to be able to get a semi and trailer over here for auto loading the doghouses, but like I said, it's a start. I want to find out. We're going to get going pretty good on this, expanding a little bit more this episode. But money is needed because I have some plans that I want to accomplish, and we only have a couple weeks left. So we got to start moving a little bit quicker. And to move quicker, we got to sell things. So we'll sell the doghouses here. We're going to get about $30,000, $28,000. Let's go back. We're going to get the furniture next. And pulling up with the furniture, let's get the back open up so we can kind of see what's going on. Is this going to get us above $200,000? Look at that money skyrocket. This is insane. $193,000 is what we're sitting at after selling the furniture. $96,000 just from that. I love it. And with that money, I think we're going to buy the TLX Phoenix Winter Wolf. This is going to be our long-term logging truck. And along with that truck, we did buy a longer logging trailer. I think this will help us get bigger loads each time, spending less time driving back and forth, more time loading up, more time sending things to the sawmill. Look at that, our trees are growing. That's exciting. And the next task is to get a little bit better with the tree harvester. I've been getting a little bit of practice off camera, still struggling a little bit with it, but it's going better. I am enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the functionality of this part of the game. Let's get some trees cut down. And in case I didn't mention it, it is an auto loading trailer. That's going to be another part of our automation that we're adding. Cutting down the trees is fun, but I am struggling a little bit with time and getting all of this done. We got a lot to get through because I have some huge plans for the rest of this series. And after a little bit of a grind and me taking a break from being cranky, we got our first full trailer on the new auto-loading trailer, and I'm gonna try to split these between the two sawmills. Really interested to see how much we get here. That gets us to 11,000 if we unstrap them and let them fall. Let's see how much more we get. 18,000, still gotta get them to drop. But I think one of these trailers, or the front, could be for one sawmill, and then the back can be for the next one. And getting 30,000 in here, I think that does the trick. And backing up to the second sawmill here, hoping this gives about 30,000 as well. We'll learn from that, but that'll give us at least 2 months worth of production per sawmill. And then we can also load up the paper mill as well. And we should be able to move through months a lot quicker by, spending less time dealing with logs and I'm automating. I love automating. Now that we've automated a lot of our work, this is what we do every morning. We start the new day. We have a lot of goods at the sawmill to move around. Some of them need to go to production. Some of them need to be sold. This is the manual stuff that I'm enjoying in this playthrough. Let's get the right angle here. Let's get some of these long planks picked up. We might need a secondary production for the long planks at this point because we're going to overproduce what they can handle over at the pet accessories building. We are going to take a couple of them over there, make sure it is populated. But I think pretty quickly here, we're going to look into getting another production that can utilize those, or we're going to start selling them. This furniture production's moving fast. It's completely out of planks, and it's a little OP just like the pellets were. I didn't make any adjustments to the mod for this specific good that it makes, so we'll just have to keep moving planks over, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to keep up with this with the sawmills we have. And my plan didn't work. I forgot to enable the auto loading, so we do have a full trailer here. We're going to take it over and get it sold. These are, like I said, our daily chores. We're going to get them taken care of, and then we'll get back out to the forest and cut down some more trees. And another trip to the selling location. This one is packed. Lots of pellets. Imagine if we didn't adjust that price, what our money would be sitting at. We'd be probably at about $6 to $7 million right now. But this is going to get us back close to 150,000. But with the furniture back there, maybe a little higher. What's the magic number here? 110 this morning. All right, I think we have a little bit more. Maybe we'll get those sold as well. I'm over here repopulating the furniture factory or production, and I was like, can I do 3 at a time? I think doing 4 might be pushing it, but we were definitely able to do 3 here. I was trying to line up the top one with the pallet to the right and just take 2 of them, but I got a little off center there, so I was like, let's try, and it worked out great. I think I'm getting better at this whole telehandler thing. And to sell our paper rolls and long beams for the day, getting that dollar amount way up there. I want a lot more money, guys. I'm getting money hungry. Well, the sheep haven't produced an entire pallet yet, but I think I do want to come over here and grab that to get it moved over to the production and start getting the cat trees produced. All deposited, just need to activate it and set it to spawning. And we do have some long planks to take care of, so I have placed down a new production, the art accessories production. We're gonna build some picture frames over there, so we'll get these moved over, and now we can start splitting the long planks between the two productions, and we should never really run out of needs there. We should have enough. That's what I'm trying to say. I have a spending problem. The yarder's back, but I think I know exactly how I want to use it. We're gonna go get it set up, and I'm gonna show you. Now we should just be able to run up here with this rope, and this tree I'm staring at is what I want to attach it to. The big thing I need help with, guys, do you know how to disable this or detach it? Let me know if you know how, because it's stuck right there for now, and I might have to reset it later. But we're gonna go get the carriage all the way up to us right here, and I know what I was doing wrong before. We're gonna do it right now. All right, the carriage is over here, so now I should just have to look at the logs and attach these. So let's go ahead and get a few of them attached. There's 1, 2, 3. Then we want to raise them up. So what we need to do is have it, yep, just go like that. We can go ahead and raise them up with J, and then we can move it closer to the auto-loading trailer. And if we do this right, we should be able to get these close enough to just auto-load for us. Worst case, we can just drive around and pick them up with the auto-loading trailer. But the big mistake I was doing before is I wasn't raising them, so they were hitting the ground a little too much. Therefore, they detached from the ropes. So now we need to just, oh, I guess it's coming towards me. We need to hit V to detach the trees, and they'll fall to the ground. Now they're a lot closer to the trailer. We could just move it around with a tractor, but we're gonna go ahead and rinse and repeat, get some more of these logs. We'll come all the way up to the back here, get these done, get them a lot closer. Seems like it's gonna be a great process. It turned out well. Starting to learn a little bit about these auto-loading trailers. You can see this load didn't auto-load very nicely, so I didn't fill it up as high as I could have, but we're gonna get it over. We're gonna populate both the sawmills with this, get the paper factory going, because I wanna get through a little bit of time. I wanna get up to $400,000. Now to get the furniture and pellets sold for the day, this will be a good start to what we need to get to that $400,000. 212 is where we're sitting at now. We're getting there. Next, we have dog houses, a couple of the cat trees, and our picture frames. We're gonna get those sold next. That should get us a little bit closer. Not quite there. We'll still have the paper and the long planks to sell. We got this. 84,000 from that. We're close. We're getting real close. This should do it. There it is, $401,000. On to the next phase. And then there was iron. We built the iron factory, or the mine shaft to be specific, with the floating beams there. But we'll have a lot of iron deposits drop out here. I've tried with trucks. You can't just actually have a truck underneath there and have it auto-fill it. We will have to get a trailer and a truck that we load with the bucket, but that'll be fine. That'll be the next steps as part of this production. We'll get a lot of iron. We'll get the next productions that will use that iron. And then we're gonna be set. We got like 4 more productions that I wanna get. Hello everyone, welcome to the Lumberjack Challenge. If you're just joining us, we started out with no money and we had this land, a tractor, you know, maybe a little trailer. We ended up getting these 2 sawmills to begin with, and we diversified to a paper factory over there, the paper mill. We have this furniture or the carpentry as well. And we got, you know, we made our own trees. We have the tree nursery here, but we've learned it takes 2 years to grow these, and they're over yonder. We could see them in the distance. They're getting kind of tall. But we also have the framing company, and we have the pet accessories. But our newest addition is the Iron Peaks mine shaft. Came over here, it's testing it out. You can see this is already piling up pretty tall here, the iron. We got a bucket full, but we have nowhere really to put the bucket. Let's get that fixed. It looks like it's gonna be close to being, too heavy for the JCB, which is kind of interesting because I guess we could put a rear weight in the back. We'll figure that out. But to get that iron ore turned into iron, we need, it's not even hitting. Okay, I am so frustrated with this. Where's the collision? Where's the... But next to me, the iron production, we are, you know, a couple thousand short, about maybe $11,000 short to get that. With these long beams and 56 paper rolls, we'll have more than enough in a minute. Here we are at the sales location. Hey, there's a back weight that we might be able to use for the JCB. We should come get that, see if that'll help out. But here we go. 107,000, which is about what we're used to for that load. 281. Let's get over there. Let's build our new production. Let's get some iron made. Yeah, we paved a little bit of a road too that leads all the way to the new iron, what is it, a mine shaft? The mine shaft. Let's go ahead and park right here for now. That should be completely fine. We do have a lot of dog houses. Well, not a lot. Let's see, what does it say is back there? Almost another one to spawn. We're out of wool for the moment for the trees, the cat trees, and we have some frames we could sell and some furniture, but we're gonna hold off on that for a little bit. So I think where I wanted to put this was about right here. It's another large building, so let's go ahead and hop in here and grab it. Here we go, the iron furnace. And I do want my indicators on because I think that'll show me while we're placing it. Okay, so that's where it's gonna unload. Input's gonna be right there. Let's do it this way, right here. Okay, so that really messed with the terrain, didn't it? Well, at least it gives us most of the money back. Okay, so what I want to do, I'm gonna fix the terrain and we'll go from there. Something like that. Now, can we get over there? We will potentially go get that rear weight. And this thing can fly. It's pretty fast, so I'm not worried about having to drive it over to get it. But let's go ahead and see if we can dump this in. Oh yeah, pretty swirly. Pretty swirly. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully a rear weight works. Otherwise, we'll be looking into some bigger equipment that can handle more capacity. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the production. We went the wrong way, didn't we? Nope, here it is. We need to make the road go all the way to that. So let's go ahead and activate it. We can hold up to 60,000, and this is something that we might just store as much as it lets us, but that's gonna get going, making the ore. Let's make sure it is changed to spawning. We'll have to build more of this out for access later on. Wasn't 100% sure what that looked like. Now we do. Let's test out this road too. I just smoothed a lot of it out, made it a nice slope. Seems to be pretty good. Right here drops a little bit aggressive, but the grade's not too bad. I think we'll be okay. Let's go grab that rear weight. See if that helps us out. Get our bucket down too so we can see where we're going. All right, I don't even know, like, do they have their own rear weights or is this one compatible? Let's see. Drop the bucket. I don't think it's turned the wrong way. Doesn't seem so. Let's go into the store. Yeah, I don't see any weights for them, so we'll take this home, and I think we're gonna have to look into another piece of machinery and see what the cost is, and then, yeah, always something else to buy. We could build a belt system. That would be interesting. I think this is a good place to park right now. And let's look at our options. In the forestry equipment, I wanted to see what we had with a bucket, and I don't think we have much. But like, if we look at telehandlers, how much weight does this thing? It says 7.9 tons. This one over here does about the same. So now let's take a look at a different class of vehicle. The wheel loaders here, and yeah, 27 tons. That's a big boy right there. But we don't need that much more than we already have. This one does 9 tons, so I think, gosh, the claws here is a little cheaper. This Volvo one does 9. Yeah, 250 is what we're looking at. Combinations, this bucket holds up to 3,500 liters. We got the bigger ones, 3,600. Here's one, 5,000. See if iron shows up on the list there. I assume it would. And it does, so it's right there. So yeah, we need about $300,000. Let's also take a look just to kind of show what we have left to purchase. The other productions that I'm wanting, there's 2 more that I want to get. We might add a few more, we'll see. But for sure, I want the Platinum Edition. Where'd it go? So we're making the iron right now. I want the barrels. I want to be able to make barrels. So that's another 120,000. And then the furniture is another 110,000. So we need a lot of money. So about 300, about $500,000. We need about $500,000. So let's take a look now. We know we need money We know we need to move wood around. Let's see what we have capacity over here. Should be producing some. We could move some wood over. We have 21,000 furniture. Let's just jump in here. So yeah, we're short. We are short if we sold everything. So that means it's time to get back to work here. We just have a semi half, almost half of a load done. Yeah, that thing's following me around. So it's time to cut a little bit more trees down, get them moved over, and make this day. Yeah, we got to finish December. We got to get probably to maybe February producing goods. So I might get the telehandler back over so we can produce a little more iron before we can do that in a more efficient way. We got some things to do, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time cutting these down. I think we've documented how the process works enough in this series. We're just going to get a little bit closer to the yarder here and cut this tree and rinse and repeat until we have that full load to get both those sawmills populated again. Put on top of the harvester, Chris. Guess that's the way to do it. Ooh, we can ride up here? That's kind of cool. What was the button to go forward? It was J, right? But the harvester's in the way. Yeah, grab that log. Grab that log. Okay, so it shouldn't be following me anymore, but let's have it follow to about right here. J. Is it J? Is it J? No, that's lift. K is what I want. Nope, wrong way. We want M. Bring them to me. Slow down a little bit. I think the length's a little long still to use this. But now if we let go of them, the autoloader should take over. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So the autoloading is only on one side. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're rejoining you now in January. We got a lot of the goods moved around already. We filled up the mills to almost do another month. At this point, I think we need to just double check that. But before we do that, I do want to sell some goods, see if we can get enough money, because we do have a lot of stuff prepped over here. It's, yeah, still 18,000 in this one, so it should be good for one more month, even though I did activate the prefab walls. But this one has 15,000, so we might deactivate that over here just to get everything we need. All the other goods have been moved. Whoops, that was already running. But we're going to go sell some prefab walls for the first time, along with our long planks and our long boards, I guess, and the paper rolls. So this should bring in a roughly, I think we're going to get like 150,000 here. If we do the wheel loader, I don't think we're going to want a trailer or anything to put them in, or a cart. I think we just move them over. It's close enough. That would be the best way to use the money, in my opinion. But let's see what this brings in today. 134,000, not too bad. We're going to go ahead and take this home and then get the semi that was at the furniture factory. See if we can pick up some of the picture frames. I think we can put in that same semi. And maybe the doghouse. I don't think the doghouses. I think those are a specialized pallet for the auto-loading features. But let's get back. See if we can get close to that $500,000 amount that we're talking about. I think the wheel loader would be a first priority so that we can keep the iron production up and running. And then after that, we'll buy one production if we can, but we're going to go with this episode until we get those productions I talked about. Once those are populated, we will conclude episode, 10 here. And episode 11 is going to be a huge production, make money type of day. So that might be where we wrap it up too. We'll see how that goes. Let's go ahead and hop in here. I don't even think we really featured this lizard style here semi because of the complications we had with, or the technical complications we had with that last episode, but it's pretty fun. Nice little semi. Seems to be pretty powerful, but we'll just double check. I don't think we can pick these up. Oh, we can the cat tree. That's nice. But not the doghouses. That's fine. We can sell those later on. Need a road right here to take us over to the frames. And we don't need that semi anymore, it doesn't seem. Maybe we get rid of it. Let's see if there's more that spawn. There should be like 7 more. Nice. Those strapped in. And away we go. 39,000 pieces of furniture, 11,000 picture frames, and 1 cat tree. Or 1,000 cat trees. Depends on how you look at it. Here we are. Let's get a better angle there. I always like to get single dollar amounts. I guess this helps even more, doesn't it? Opening up the side like that. And did we get too far? Oh, just kind of two numbers, but look at that, $263,000. Holy moly. Let's get this home and back where you belong. And it's just been easier to run it at no time right now, so that's what we've been doing. All right, let's hop in the store. Said we wanted to prioritize the wheel loader, and I think we wanted to go with this variety here. Go ahead and buy that. We go back to combinations, and we will try the high tip bucket, which holds 5,000 liters at a time. Nice piece of equipment here. All right, bucket finally attached. That was an ordeal. Let's get that raised a little bit so we can drive better. This thing goes 24. That's kind of marvelous. Yeah, I'm loving all this equipment I've never used. Been a blast doing this playthrough. The one thing I wonder is, does that pile of iron, does it like peak? Like, will it stop producing iron from the shaft if we aren't picking it up? And we just don't want a never-ending supply of iron, or do we? Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think it might have stopped producing, but I don't know. All right, let's see how well this works. I mean, did we go high and grab it like from the top? Oh, that filled up quick, the backup noise. So about 4 of these buckets should be what we would need to bring over. I don't know how much it'll produce or go through a night. Didn't really look at that. Let's go ahead and hope we're close enough. That seemed good. Yeah, this process will work just fine. Let's go ahead and get 4 more loads over here. And then we will analyze if we need to cut down more trees, but we also want to get those other productions going. But let's do this first. I think we will get the time moving a little bit, though. Probably want this beacon on, too, while we're doing this, don't we? You know, extra safety features. They're always nice. Yeah, let's double check the capacity here. Let's find our iron furnace. Holds up to 60,000, but I think if we go here... Yeah, let's just go ahead and let's get it up to like 30, and then we'll learn in February. Rather play than do math. Okay, this is, I believe, the 6th load. Should get us around 30,000 liters of iron in the production. And go ahead and tip this. And we'll leave this wheel loaded right here for now. All right, so now let's head back to the main area. Hop in the sky, and we need to flatten some of this first. So let me do that, and then we will put the buildings down that we desire. Okay, there's the furniture factory. The other thing we wanted was the barrel production. I'm gonna make sure we're giving us enough room. I think we'll go a little fancier, like that, just to kind of mix things up a little bit. And yeah, give us access this way for that, and all there. Okay, got enough money. So now it's to move goods. We're not gonna have any goods in here yet. Let's remember what goes in. So for the furniture factory, we can do long planks or planks along with metal. We can make chairs without metal, but it's the armoires. So that's what we're gonna focus on that production, is the armoires. And let's take a look at the barrel factory. The barrel making takes in long planks as well. It makes buckets with long planks and bathtubs. Okay, so let's grab the JCB telehandler, and we're gonna try to get both of those pieces of metal. And it looks like we do have a long plank that spawned, so we might just need to wait a little bit, and we'll get some of those goods. But let's try to get both of those pieces of metal. We'll use a trailer when we have a full day's worth of metal to bring around, but it seems like that would be a waste of time when there's only 2 pallets over there. So let's, oh, I don't know if these will, nah, we're gonna have to do 2 trips. Okay. I mean, we could try it, but I don't think it's gonna be wise to stack these on top of each other. Yeah, 1,000 pieces. Well, you know what? We want to take 1 each. So yeah, let's just do that. It's 2 trips, not too bad. We'll do 1 now. We'll go to, I don't know, the barrel factory first, and then we'll come back for the other one. For the furniture the new furniture factory. So we have 2 buildings that make furniture. One's the carpentry, one is a furniture factory. Not really sure how much metal we're gonna go through a month. We could take a look at that. Might actually be kind of helpful to determine the productions and how much we need to use them. And I guess we could sell metal too if we need extra. This does hold 5,000. So if it uses 25 times 24 per cycle, and that's the most it'll use in a month. Let's see, is that the most? Yeah, that is the most. 25 times 24 is 600. So we have enough for an entire month right now. And that's pretty awesome. Let's rinse and repeat for the furniture factory. And here we go to the new Northwest Furniture Factory. Does that say classy furniture? Nice. Classy. All right, use some metal apparently. All right, let's jump into this. We'll go to the furniture factory. So we could do the planks here. All right, so let's do that. We're gonna go grab planks right now. Because I did see that we had 1 thing of planks and 1 thing of long planks. So that should be the right amount to just get us started. Here's our plank. That was a success right there. Trying to get better at moving the camera around with the joystick. I struggle. All right, so wood planks here. I don't know if 1,000 of each is really gonna produce anything, like even a pallet, but let's take a look. So we wanna go planks armoire. What is 75 times 24? That's 1,800. 166 times 24 is 3,900. So 1,000 divided by 166 will need 6 cycles. And then 1,000 divided by 75 is 13 cycles. So we will get 1 pallet of armoires, at least this month. Oh, and there's another plank, so we can move that one over and get a little bit more. But let's move the long planks to the barrel factory. And there they go. Let's go ahead and hop in here, and we're gonna make some of those barrels right there. Barrel, we will activate. And that should be good. All right, so I am gonna move just that 1 more pallet of planks and make it February so we can see all our goods. Oh, that was a bad place to park. Did that cause spawn issues? Oh, that's funny. Okay, so we got all our stuff that spawned overnight. It is February. We forgot to sell the dog houses, and we only got 1 in here. Did we run out? We did. Let's slow down time. Or we almost did. Because I'm about to just wrap up this episode. Lots of dog houses. Should be plenty of them to spawn to. And the tree trees. Okay, so we'll have to build some access to back here. Oh, we don't have anything. It's so close. Because they're not set to spawning. We have a ton of them, actually. And we need to go armoires. We'll just go ahead. Let me change all of these to spawning in case we make them later. There's our barrels. Nice. And over here, do we not have any? What? Did I not activate it like a doofus? We'll get those later. We'll see those next episode. All right. Well, it might have been a little shorter one. Starting to really want to wrap up FS22 as we're getting really close to FS25. Next episode, we're going to bust through a few months, try to get that money up to like $10 million and see how long it takes. These are all the productions that we're going to use. So it's just going to be a lot of managing. We might set things to auto selling, cutting down a lot of trees. We'll figure it out. Hello everyone, welcome back to the final video on FS22. We're going to finish off the Lumberjack Challenge today. Starting off by selling a good amount of random stuff. I want to see how much money we can make. I have all of the productions pretty much full. I guess the best way to do it, let's take a look at it. We're at $175,000 now, but we can see what we did between episodes. We have a good amount of long planks in the art accessories. We're making bathtubs in the barrel factory. Hopefully that's enough planks. We got some furniture and pellets going as well. Armoires and tables are going also. Metal, we got 39,000 iron in there. We'll see if we make some money off of that today. We have the paper factory completely full. The sawmills have about 40,000 wood in them. And the cat trees and dog houses are doing good. Just didn't really produce as much wool as I was hoping we would in this playthrough. But our time's cut short due to scheduling and a new game coming out that we're super excited about next week. When this comes out, we'll be less than a week away. Insane. Thought it would never come. But the big thing I want to get accomplished today is get all of these productions to go through all the wood we have in there. I know we talked about $10 million. We absolutely could make 10 million. It's just a matter of grinding at this point. I want to see how much we can make in this last episode just to say goodbye to Farming Simulator 22. Let's see what's going on over here. We got nothing. I wonder, I mean, there's a decent amount in there that need to be produced. We got 17,000 furniture in here. Let's see what else we can pick up in this trailer here. Let's cruise on over here and see if these are compatible. We'll jump out and take a look at them since it's our first time with these products. Nothing over at the furniture factory. Oh, because I forgot to activate it. That is right. It is activated now though. And then we swing around the back. Should have decorated this a little or designed it a little bit better. Will the barrels work as pallets? It appears not. What about these goods? Yes, the picture frames will load in here. Let's go ahead and get all those. I think there should be more down here that can spawn. Yeah, it looks like just one more pallet. There it goes. So as we strap those in, we have 5,000 picture frames and 17,000 furniture. I think that's a good place to go. Just sell this, and then we can figure out how to get those barrels moved. All right, let's cruise in here. I was trying to see if I could open the other side, but I couldn't figure that out. But let's see what the furniture brings in today. Oh, looks like, oh no, we are getting them all. We're getting them all. Already at $250,000. Another 110 there. I think it's time to, oh no, we need to go get those other things. Yes, we do. Need to get the barrels. We're gonna park this right in the middle, right in the way for now. And we'll grab this semi and the long trailer here. Guess we could sell the saplings, but they're like $50 each, so they're not even worth selling. I guess they're worth driving over and dragging around though. Pretty sweet map though. I kind of wish we would have gotten a chance to do an actual farm on this build, or on this map. Would have been pretty intriguing to try that out. Maybe we'll see it in FS25. Okay, it's been a minute. Go ahead and pick up one of these barrels. I don't know how many there are. It looks like they have a double pallet as well, which is a really sweet design. Just go ahead and cruise around here, lift it a little bit higher. Try to line up pretty straight, and that should do it. Just lower it a little bit. Oh, try to sneak out of here without taking it with us. There we go. I guess that was probably one of the worst we've done in a while, but we can back it up like that. All right, get the rest of these loaded, and we'll see how much money barrels are bringing in. Now, I was kind of concerned about the areas that didn't have straps on this trailer, so we spread them out a little bit. Not the best trailer for moving around pallets, but let's go see how much 7,000 barrels, how much money 7,000 barrels will give us. Brakes, 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 brakes. Oh, we messed up. Not gonna get one number. Only 16,000 there and another 8,000 here. About. Yeah, okay, so we're at 300,000 after a small selling session there. Let's go ahead and head home. We got to get some time to let the productions do their thing and see what kind of goods we have to sell in March. $300,000 at minimum a day. That doesn't seem bad at all. All these bathtubs are sweet. That's nice. Those are cool. I haven't seen those assets before. What do we got over here? We got something huge. The armoires. Oh, look at that. Have some folding tables, it looks like. Should be good money. We know the rest of the stuff. So, what do we got over here? It should be the regular, yeah, 3, 4, and 6. That's about what we get every night. Some wood chips piling up. We got some more. Oh, we should have pellets too. Oh, the pellets are automatically selling. That's why we're at 319,000. Okay. We're gonna get some stuff moved around, figure out the best place for the long planks, the best place for the planks, and then we're gonna sell the rest. And we'll start with the easy stuff today. We got 12,000 furniture, 6,000 wood frames. I've moved around the rest of the pallets, or the planks and the long planks, got them all sorted out. We sent most of them to, or most of the planks to the furniture factory. The long planks we split between the barrel factory and the armoire factory, I guess the furniture factory. And then we'll need to drive over and get all of the metal, because that's all just getting sold today. So we'll do that later on. We haven't been over there yet. Let's go ahead and get these sold, try to get a better view here. Drive into the sales location. This is crazy. I wonder if we'll get to 2 million. Well, there's 400,000. Let's get some more stuff. Putting all the tubs on here might have been a mistake. They don't even register. We should have 5,000 of them though. We're gonna slowly drive over. We have the dog houses, the cat trees, and the metal left today. I'm just gonna go slow though. I'm thinking this might be like a $300,000 sales though. All right, we've made it. We didn't lose anything. Start getting stuff sold here. Nice, got it all in one go. What? My math was way off. We'll take 165 though. Can kind of get a good view of what we did to the forest now that we're over here. And I got the logger to close. I figured it out, but most of this forest is now gone. That was the tree that the logger was attached to. Yeah, we got a lot of it cleared out. Pretty happy with our progress with the short time we've been working on this. I think in hindsight, if I do one of these again, it's definitely gonna be while there's multiple series going on and I can do one a week. Because I just get burnt out with the logging stuff. We got to get the telehandler over here and we'll get these all filled or loaded up. So it seems like this will produce 10,000 a month. That's not bad. Not sure how that number works out, but we have 9,678 metal. Did we accidentally drive through the location to drop off some metal? Possibly. And one more time, let's not hit this wall, but collide into it. 3,000 dog houses and 2,000 cat trees. And look at the little cat logo on here, or the little cat shape. That's cute. I never noticed that before. Oh yeah, and another thing of paper spawned. Extra money. I love it. Back it on up. Oh, 2 numbers, not bad. But we're gonna be sitting at about 750,000 maybe, almost 750,000. Let's make it June. We might actually just go until we run out of materials this time and then do a large selling event to end it. I think that's the plan. Thought we'd start off by selling everything from the sawmills first. We still need to get the regular planks, but we got 16,000 long planks and 10,000 long beams today. It is May. I think the trees are all grown up. We're not going to use them, but we planted them. So future me that doesn't do videos in all of our imaginations is going to be making billions of dollars off of this property. All right. Guess that's the way I stop, is I run into the shed. So our first number there, 52,000. We got a bulk of it right here coming in. Another 128,000, almost at $1 million already. We might get to 2 million. That'd be cool. Well, we didn't get all the planks, but we got a lot of stuff in here. We accidentally got one of the tree saplings, but 19,000 furniture, 11,000 picture frames, 500 or 50 trees, little saplings, and 13,000 planks. With a great demand at the biogas plant. Let's go see how much money we get here. We still got the paper rolls to pick up. We got the bathtubs, the barrels or the armoires. We got all kinds of stuff still in the metal. Alrighty, another selling event. Kind of repetitive going on right now, but that's how we're gonna end it. Still coming in. Nice $200,000 payday right there. We're at $1.1 million. Another 10,000 planks. Should sell real quick. We're at 1.15. But we got everything but the dog houses and cat trees and metal. So we'll go get all this sold and see how we're looking. If we don't lose that paper roll here, just gotta go slow. It's not strapped in. Alrighty, here we go, selling a bunch of goods. I don't think we'll get one number because how slow the papers take to sell, but that'll be okay. Oh, that one might not be in the zone. Let's get those, and we'll back this, try to get it in. Not super impressive as I wanted. We're at 1.3. Let's go get the rest. We still got some more money to make. So I guess they're not all the way to their tallest growth stage, but they're pretty tall now. I mean, what's the length of these? Yeah, 25 meters, so I think they have one more growth stage, and some of these front ones you can see haven't, or the back ones haven't gotten caught up yet because they're planted later. But man, that would have been awesome to harvest those. It would have been real quick with the logger, or the yarder, and the harvester. You know, there'll be future events like this. But that's a lot of metal to move. All right, we got about 5,000 dog houses, 1 cat tree, 18,000 pieces of metal. Let's see what our dollar amount's gonna be. I think we'll get 1.5. I'm hoping for 1.5 at this point. Alrighty, here it is. Oh, that was fast. That was a fast selling event. $212,000 makes our grand total 1.5 million. We're about a $500,000 a month business at this point, making about 6 million a year if we didn't buy any more equipment or expand it anymore. I think that's successful. We could play for a couple years and just be filthy rich, but I think we've proved our point here. Lumberjack Challenge, successful, in my opinion. Originally, we wanted to make $1 million. We realized right away that was going to be super fast. So then I switched to, wanting pretty much all of these productions. We got another thing we could sell, but we got plenty of money at this point. Thanks for hanging out on the channel. Thanks for watching all of the Farming Simulator 22 content. Most likely the next video you see from me will be in FS25. I'm Socksway Up. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you in the future.